we're going to get to 500 just as fast as we can. Horses are starting their assessment and their intake. Dr. Lydia's here. She's getting her PPE on. She's just getting some things done real quick. And this horse is going to be the next one that has its assessment and its intake done. And lunch was great. We had a lot of good conversations, except for me. I tried to say nothing. Didn't work. I was dragged into conversations during lunch after talking for 90 straight minutes. So that's just the way it goes. Hello there, Chate Critters. First person to say hi on this live. Yeah, let's come check out this horse. I know a lot of people are like, we want to see more horses and less Jason, and I agree. Horses look a lot better than Jason, so here we go. Look at this here amazing horse. This was the saddlebred, standardbred, registered. I'm trying to remember, that was pre-lunch, 16 years old, do you remember? Something like that. And so here we are, hello M over in Norway. Don't put yourself down, they're just more exciting. Oh, I agree, horses are, that's why y'all are watching. I am not the personality that engages with 500, 700 people. I could, but y'all are here to watch horses. So we're gonna watch horses and me when there's not horses to watch. Should we open this door? Get some more light in here? All right, we're gonna open this door. See what happens here. And the horse is like, why is the door opening? There we go. All right, now we've got better lighting. Freeze brand was shaved down. 8:30 over in Switzerland now. Right on. Almost 100 people watching. 14 thumbs up already. I love it. The question is, who's going to be the first one to donate after lunch? We had about $250 raised before lunch. Thank you guys so much. Just remember, every single horse you see costs on average $1,000 to rescue, shelter, and protect that horse. So, it takes a lot of money to do this, and this horse is wondering why we all went to eat. 7:30 over in the United Kingdom. That's really cool.
We're going to be pausing on this one if you want to help us with the baby. We got to do outcome. She's very sweet so far.
Alrighty. So the vets are all working outside where the internet does not work great, and doing something with a baby. So let's see here if we can take this. Yay, Daisy 20. And then Karen, thank you for being a member. I'm gonna pop on over here. There's a baby that's not doing good outside. No idea what's going on. I am not privy to what's going on out there. So I have no more answers for you guys than what you can see. The baby jumped up. So, interesting. Looks like Nicole's getting ready to go x-ray with the vets. Anthony, thank you so much for your $25 donation.
Does she still want to do x-rays out here if the baby does?
Just waiting for answers.
Yes.
I don't know what the answer is.
They are bringing the baby and the mom.
Okay. Let me run you guys down here.
Yeah, good luck with that. I think you have an average of like 2 that match exactly out of like 30 most times.
Look at that cute little baby. Delaire, thank you so much for your $20 donation. You guys are awesome donating away. Really super appreciate that. And right now the little baby is and the mom are going to be hopefully led together. And I don't know where they're gonna lead them to, probably the hallway out there, so I might be able to sneak out there and see what's going on. Just depends on the internet. And you can see Micah there filming. So make sure you watch Horse Shelter Heroes next Monday evening because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be all about the workshop, the mentoring, the buyout, the carry. It's going to be about all kinds of interesting things. So they're trying to bring the horses in here. So Michaela, we absolutely would love to make it less echoey in here. And it's on the long-term goals. Do y'all want this horse moved out or?
Okay, let's do this. If we feel like yeah, let's open this. Yeah.
All right, let's watch Dr. Lydia work the shoe system here. Yes, we're live again. Thank you for joining us. So this horse is going to go up and on the scale. Hello, Christy over in Oklahoma. Yeah, that's a register standard. I see. Horse tack I recommend. A good rope halter and a lead rope. That's some pretty important horse tack. Oh, thank you, Judy. I'm glad to be back too. It was a really good lunch. We had some good conversations. I was trying my best not to talk, and everyone kept talking to me, so that's okay. Yeah, so we're back, Cynthia. I love that little baby. So cute. All right, I'm not sure what they're doing to these. I guess we'll find out here in a minute.
Let me get some pain meds, and I'll be right there to look at them.
So we saved 23 horses, Sharon, I believe was the number. Someone's gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 23. Yeah, we have about 150 people watching, 157. So we're gonna hit that 500 again here real soon. Yeah, 23 is what I've been saying all day, but I haven't gotten the official, yes, it was 23, nod from somebody in the know that looked at the paperwork. All right, the baby's right there. Oh, so cute. Can I still take in more horses? We could. We're busy today for sure, but we had, we are an open admission shelter, so we don't turn horses away. But 23 horses for one day is a lot of horses. We've certainly rescued more before, but. So Karen, there's a lot of things that can be done. Down in the conference hall, the Bob Barker Education Center, we hung drapes across the ceiling, and that helped tremendously. And then we put carpet on the floor, which we're not going to do here. But there are definitely ways to lower the echo. Haley's over here just loving on this little baby.
Let's give these guys a minute so pain meds kick in, and let's go ahead and get her, if we can, on the scale. You are not my horse, boy. This is any work. Sydney, do you want to try to get this mare on the scale for us? And then she needs.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna get this horse up on the scale next. All hangings that can be washed, yes, that's another way to lower sound. They actually sell specific sound dampener pads, but they're like $100 for 4 little ones. It's like somebody's making way too much money on the sound dampening market. I don't know how. Rubber mats on the floor help. Rubber's pretty bouncy. You just got to think anything that's hard is going to be seriously echoey. So the foam was supposed to help a fair bit. Hasn't helped enough, that's for sure. But Sydney's back here working valiantly getting this horse up. Is Ponytails also going right now, Alyssa? What are they doing? Is it their weekly episode or what are they doing? Thank you, Paul, for being a member for 33 months. That is so awesome. Alrighty, here we go. We could hang carpet on the walls. That'd be cool. Tawny wants to say something.
Jason without the camera. You want to take this, Micah?
All right, go show some people some horses. Micah's on live. Alrighty, I am back. All right, thank you, Shayna, for becoming a horse hero. That is awesome. I really appreciate your membership. And Justin and Chris are taking care of the members on a twice a week basis. And Dr. Lydia right now is palpating this horse to see if she's got any soreness on her back. I heard a crack. Wow. Dr. Gina is not actually here today, and she is literally missing all the fun. And we're sad and we miss her, but I don't know exactly what I think. She probably went somewhere for Memorial Day weekend. So Tawny is currently looking for volunteers to handle horses. So Tawny is bringing the people here for the workshop in and getting them lined up to be able to help hold horses and things like that. So they get some instead of just standing watching, they can be involved and interactive. So that's pretty awesome right there. Yeah, one thing I do want to point out, since Mike is filming, you have to make sure that you absolutely watch Horse Shelter Heroes next Monday, because his perspective is going to be much different than my perspective on the live. And he doesn't have to be constrained by internet. He can go outside, he can be inside, he can be close, he can be far. He's got a zoom lens. He's got superior quality audio. So, DeFay, if you're asking where we're located, we're just southwest of Nashville. And Nashville, Tennessee, United States, planet Earth. That's where we're at. And I'm gonna put you guys back on the tripod. And we're gonna watch the little baby and his mommy.
Let's go ahead and pull her out and see how she is.
Okay, the horse over here is going to be coming out. Yeah, buying a horse is always the cheap part. That is absolute for certainty. I think Haley's going to be chopping some manes off here. Okay, this horse is coming out ready for radiographs. What's the no? Oh, chopping manes off, yes. Oh. She says she's not chopping very much. Let's sneak over here, see what she is chopping. shaved down the freeze brand. So, Mustang? It's Mustang, off the range Mustang. Carrie, you missed Tawny asking for volunteers to hold horses. All right, we're almost to 250 people watching. It's been a little slow picking up after lunch. I don't blame you guys, but it's probably fairly confusing when Horse Plus was live this morning, then Horse Plus is live again. You're like, why are they live again? This doesn't make sense. Well, this is part 2 of the intake and assessment. The first 2 trailers brought us 23. We don't know what the day is going to bring. So we always have room for more horses, so we're going to see. And super exciting to be able to get this first group of horses in. The first 2 trailers. Is it raining down here? Yeah, of course it's raining. It was pouring rain right after lunch. I had to run through the rain to get to my truck to get up here without hopefully getting soaked. And Dr. Lydia is just doing a full assessment on this horse. Yep. You're not very far away, Icy. How much did you get just on YouTube to save more? The first live brought in about $250, and then we've had a couple donations on here, some monthly memberships. I think we're probably up to about $300 today so far on just YouTube. Yeah, Dr. Lady is an amazing veterinarian. Carrie's getting her robe on. We've got all the organizations that are here for mentoring watching. Anybody want to talk yet? They're like, well, I don't know how. Hold on. All right. So they're like, we don't know how. I'm going to put this down here on my tripod. We don't know how you can do talking for an hour and a half. I said, well, you know, you just fill in the blank spots with words. Like, oh, I think I'm too intro. I'm like, yeah, well, it does take practice. And I do take the comments, both negative and positive, into my mind. And I say less dad jokes than I used to, because Tawny says to. And read what people are saying and answer questions. I'll be happy to if I see some questions come up. I haven't seen any questions come up. Humans have insurance, most animals don't, right? Horsey time for Carrie? Absolutely. But yeah, if anybody's got some questions, go ahead and ask. I can't promise an answer. I can't guarantee the answer will be accurate. But I'll try my best, obviously. And let's see, a good rescue story. Well, Sandra just donated $99.99. So thank you so much for your $100 donation, Sandra. That is absolutely outstanding. Really super appreciate it. I'm going to spin this around. You see less people, see more horses. And I should hit the button and show you what they look like now that I'm not pointed at them. But trying to think of a great rescue story. And something will come to mind. It's just, it becomes such a blur after 22 years of rescuing day in and day out. But I do remember one horse that we tried our very best with him. He was a big horse, big black horse, and he had string halt. And it was one of those situations where I had never heard of string halt until we got him. And string halt's where their back leg, usually it's a back leg, like jerks up when they're walking. And it's really sad to see. And here goes the horsey to go get x-rays. And this horse, I believe, if I remember right, his name was Otto, Hannah's Otto. And we did the string halt surgery on him thanks to our amazingly generous donors. Now this is like 18 years ago. So if some of my facts are a little fuzzy, well, you can blame my 4 kids. But so we did the surgery on him and he was doing great. And unfortunately later he regressed, but he was just such a big, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful boy. And it was such a pleasure to have him at our organization. And even though in the end it didn't work out for him, if I remember right, we did get him into a home and he got to live a couple more years before String Hall came back. Have I tried pickled Doritos? I like pickles. I'm not a Dorito fan, but I tell you what I did do. I took my drill and I drilled out a big pickle and I put a hot dog on it, and I did a vegan hot dog, and I deep fried it, and it wasn't very good, so don't try it. But I made a video about it. It's hilarious. And anyway, people liked watching that just to laugh at me. Like my dad told me, if people are laughing at you, at least they're laughing. What about Cowboy Story? I'm not the expert on Cowboy Story. Do you think I'll ever go back to an auction? Yes, I think I will be back at an auction someday. There is absolutely no way that I won't be back at an auction at some point in time. Auctions are definitely, will we be back at Cookeville? Who knows for sure. We are able to save a lot more horses with the buyout, and it's a whole lot easier on our staff. But auction rescue is super important too, and we would love to be able to go to auctions. And we'll just stay tuned, see what happens over the summer. We don't know exactly what's going on. So far, let me just span over here so you all realize I'm not just hogging the screen time. These two horses are still sitting here, still being seen by Dr. Lydia, still working on the baby and the mama. And I'm gonna go pop over there, see what is actually going on. So from my perspective, the front right knee looks a lot bigger than the other one. So that's a problem. So it's not really possible to hear what Dr. Lydia is saying all the time. Micah has a mic on her, so when you watch Horse Shelter Heroes, you'll be able to hear what Dr. Lydia was saying. Somewhat.
Except we don't have a mic on.
Except you don't have a mic on.
Except for, tragedy.
Sound like this.
Yeah.
There's a tragedy. Anyway.
80 pre-banding, and now it's 62. About 10 minutes post-banding, so we're trying to.
Absolutely adorable little baby.
So cute.
Looking up fly boots. Oh, I've got a story for y'all. All right, this is a great story. Thank you for the story. Y'all should listen to this story too. So, I was a little bit of a prankster when I was younger, and probably still am. And this lady was volunteering for us. A very nice lady, not super knowledgeable about horses, but liked horses. And actually, since then, she started a rescue, and she's actually been rescuing for, I want to say, probably 15, 16 years. So that's really awesome. But she came out to the rescue, and she was helping clean out our tack shed. And she came across this thin blanket, real thin. And she's like, "What's this?" I said, "Oh, that's a fog blanket." And she's like, "A fog blanket?" Now, this was out in California. I said, "Yeah, it's to keep the fog off the horse." She said, "Okay." I'm like, "But we don't really need it here. If you want the fog blanket, you can have it." So she took the fog blanket home, and she was showing it to her farrier, and she told him about this fog blanket. And he just laughed at her, and he's like, "Someone was pulling your leg. That's a fly sheet. It's for keeping flies off your horse." And I thought that was funnier than maybe it was, but and then I'm like, wait a minute, I could manufacture fog blankets. I mean, horse people will buy about any gimmick for their horse. I'm like, this is a good idea. I should make like you put some AA batteries in it and electromagnetically repels the fog from your horse. I mean, what a great idea. So if fog blankets show up at the Equine Expo next year, it's my idea first, okay? So don't steal it. But yeah, that was fun. She was a little upset. She was so gullible. But her heart was in the right place, and she saved a lot of horses over the last 18 years. So kudos to her. She's still going. It's actually hard. She's actually one of the few people that started a rescue because of us and is still going. And I think that's great. There are way too many rescues. They start, they go for like 3 or 4 years, and then they shut down. And that's sad because when donors get burned, like if you plan on just having a hobby rescue and rescuing a few horses, that's great. Kudos to you. Every horse that's saved is a horse that isn't suffering, right? But if you shut down dramatically, like this lady tried to adopt from us, we denied her, she got mad at us, she started her rescue to prove to us how she could do it so much better. I'm trying to remember exactly, I think it's about 18 months later, animal control seized every animal on her property. Her husband was taking horses to the rendering plant, shooting them in the trailer right before they got to the rendering plant's gates and driving them in and unloading them. So it was just a bad situation, and everybody who donated to her is probably burned out of donating to a horse rescue. And they're like, well, I'm never donating to a rescue again. So it's really sad when donors get burned because people choose not to run their rescue appropriately. And that's what the Full Circle Life Force Shelter Network is about, is in empowering people to make their organization strong in the long term. Everybody's watching. What is going on behind me? Must be more interesting than me.
That's an awful story you just told.
The fog blanket?
No.
Yeah. So one of our inmate workers is like, that was a horrible story. Yeah, it was horrible. Like, there's nothing humane about shooting your horse in a horse trailer. Like, they'd load up 2 horses at a time. They had a 2-horse straight load. They'd shoot one and then shoot the other one. Can you imagine being the other horse? Anyway, animal control seized all of our animals and is a nightmare and a mess. Okay, what's going on over there? Let's go find out. Why, when I keep clicking that, does it bounce back? Elevated lung sounds. So nasal swab and blood work on the mama. And then the baby.
Get some food because that might have been part of the problem last time. I'm leaving this gate open. This gate is not closed. You guys doing okay with observation?
So Lex, that is something I can kind of talk about. You're good over there. Is Lex asked, when we started, it was just Tawny and I, right? So it was Tawny and I, and it was mostly Tawny. At the time, I was not known as a great horseman, still not. And I was mostly into the quarter horses back then, where you go to Kmart and you put a quarter in the horse and you ride the horse, right? And I had ridden a horse twice before in my life, prior to hanging out with Tawny. And both times were emotionally, physically, psychologically, and neurologically traumatizing. And so I wasn't sure why I was getting back on a horse with Tawny, but when I started hanging out with Tawny, she got me riding quite a bit more. So we were going through mountainous, crazy riding adventures together. But then she went to an auction because she sold our horse when we got married, so we'd have some honeymoon money, which was, in hindsight, unfair. I could have picked up a second shift at Taco Bell or something, I don't know. But anyway, she sold her horse. So after we got married, she started craving having an equine in her life. So she adopted a donkey from the BLM. And she realized that, well, the donkey was wonderful, it was not a horse. I think she already knew that. But anyway, she wanted a horse, so she went to an auction and she bought a horse for like $350. And name was Skip, if, again, memory serves me right. And Skip was untrained. Skip was just kind of like a quarter horse from a big ranch. They're just dispersing part of their herd. And young horse, 6 years old if I remember right. And she had Skip trained for riding like within a week. I was riding Skip all over the place. And Tawny's like, I love this horse. This horse is great. But if I sold Skip, I could go to the auction, I could buy another horse or two, I could retrain them and save their lives from slaughter and sell them and like just kind of start saving horses. So she sold Skip, sad day, and took the money, got another horse or two, and pretty soon be like, oh, Tawny's a horse trader now. Tawny didn't want to be known as a horse trader. She's like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not drugging them so people will buy them. I'm trying to do this honestly and ethically and get the horses into the right homes. So she's like, we need to start a nonprofit. And I had never started a nonprofit in my life. Never worked for a nonprofit. Didn't know anything about nonprofits. But using dial-up internet, if any of you older people remember dial-up internet, using dial-up internet, I researched IRS laws on starting a nonprofit. I corresponded back and forth with the IRS using these things called letters and stamps. And in the end, they awarded us a nonprofit called NorCal Equine Rescue back then. On April 2004 is when we got our letter of you are now a nonprofit. And ever since then, it's just been growing. I remember funny little anecdotal story about, personal funds. It was 100% personal funds up to that point. And then the adoption fees were helping. And then NorCal, which is now Horse Plus, got to the point it could pay its own cell phone bill. So we could actually communicate with adopters and donors and things like that. So, did Tawny wash her hair? Yeah, she's washed her hair. I don't know if you're asking if she dyed it regularly. Okay. Did dial-up BBS before internet? Yeah. I remember AOL Online. Yay. But anyway, so that's the humble beginnings of Horse Plus. Is it was 100% our private money until we got donations started picking up adoption fees, and even then it was like personal trucks. Horse Plus didn't get its own truck until 2 years ago. No, it was a little more than that, maybe 5-6 years ago, and it's definitely an important part of a organization's journey when it does get its own truck. It gets its own trailers, it gets its own cell phones, it gets its own employees, it gets its own assets. I think there's connections on dial-up, yeah, pretty much. I told everyone to stop using the internet up here. I don't know if they were obeying me or not. Dial-up was very slow, but at the time, unless you're downloading a video or something, it was fine for how the internet was up until about, 1995 or something like that. And then it's just unusable. But I didn't have high-speed internet until fixed wireless internet, probably about 2007. So, thank you for telling me the story. I wonder how you got started. We literally got started, and there's a great video. I'm trying to remember exactly. I think it's Horse Rescue Heroes Season 1, Episode 1. It's the history of Horse Plus, and it actually shows, Tawny and I went back and toured where it started. And some of the gates were still there that she literally made out of pine trees herself. Like she cut down little pine trees, tie them in a box, and tie them on the trees. And yeah, it was definitely humble beginnings. But that's, I think, why we're able to mentor organizations at any stage of their journey. And Carrie's surpassing us in some ways now, I would say. She's doing really good out in Colorado. Like her and Ponytails are both doing so good. But we definitely, there's no competition in legitimate horse rescue world. And I'm gonna say that again for you guys. There is no competition in legitimate horse rescue world. We're not competing for donors, we're not competing for horses, we're not competing to see who's the biggest. We're doing the best that we can for the horses in our community and the horses that come across our gates. Haley, did we get an age on those? Not yet, no age yet. Slow growth is sustainable, too fast is dangerous for community, definitely. Absolutely. 18? So the mom is 7 years old, and the baby is, what's your best guess, about 6 to 12 months? Somebody help me out here. Somebody who's actually a horse person. 3 months old? 3 to 4? 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is the consensus. How's the small animal clinic coming along? Oh, it's coming along great. I work on it every day that I work on it, which hasn't been for a while. It's coming. It is coming along. We'll promise it's going to be coming along. But it's a slow process. And yeah, competition literally has nothing to do with horse rescue. We're not competing for donors. Like, anyway, Carrie literally, and I'm not going to say who it was because I don't have permission yet. I'll try to see if she'll let me. But Carrie just got a donkey adopted by somebody who was extremely famous in the music industry back in like the 50s and 60s. Like extremely famous. And so that's pretty cool. They have a ranch over by Carrie out in Colorado. And his wife wanted a donkey, so he adopted a donkey from Carrie, and they were able to deliver it and get some fan photos and stuff. So that's not somebody we would have probably ever reached. So there's not a competition for donors. There's not a competition to save specific horses. Like, there are so many horses. Okay, so here's why I can talk about this with a little bit of specificity, is because I was literally on the jury of an elephant custody case. And you think this is ridiculous. An elephant custody case? Yes. The original founder of the Elephant Sanctuary in Hohenwald, Tennessee, was suing the Elephant Sanctuary of Tennessee because she was removed from the organization by the board of directors, which they legitimately can do. And she wanted to keep her pet elephant that she surrendered to the Elephant Sanctuary back in whenever she started the sanctuary back in like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, whenever it was. And so she sued the Elephant Sanctuary. And well, the long and story short is I heard way too much about her personal love life from the 60s. I heard way too much about nonsense. Her lawyer, I thought, or the lawyer for the Elephant Sanctuary, I thought did a horrible job of explaining it is factually illegal to donate your elephant to the sanctuary. It provides all the food, veterinary, and medical sheltering for like 25 years, and then you get your elephant back. That is called using public donations for personal gain. The Elephant Sanctuary lawyer. What? Oh, that's old history. That's over 7 years ago. They can't see me. Connie says she doesn't know how many details I need to go into. And I agree with her to a large degree. But anyway, the long and short of it is they had a mistrial on the first one because as being heavily in the nonprofit world, I knew that you cannot use a nonprofit to care for your animals and then you get your animal back for free. I knew that's illegal. It doesn't matter. We had a hung jury. That didn't work out. The next time, so they appealed, sued again. She got her elephant back, and her old elephant. She was able to take the elephant from the Elephant Sanctuary to her new sanctuary in her Georgia, wherever. Anyway, so I have a little bit of experience with custody of nonprofit resources, and yeah, that was a nightmare. But I wish I didn't have to tell so many stories because we were doing more with horses. In this direction, the mom and baby are getting love. In the other direction, the standard bird is still getting x-rays. Well, Erica, I am glad you joined us. Somebody feel free to ask a question. My ad-libbing is getting down to 8%. Waiting for a question. Somebody type one out, chat real fast for me. If a happy horse story pops into my mind. Y'all want to hear about the last time I went riding a horse? All right, so I went riding a horse recently. And yeah, that's a question. Anybody have a question is a question. I love that question. All right. So I went riding a horse recently. It was absolutely beautiful. I believe it was in the episode from Out in the Res this last time. And I got put on a horse named Jojo. Now, Jojo was a good little horse, and Jojo did very well for me. And so Jojo and I are riding up the canyon Canyon de Chelly, and Jojo didn't like walking fast. Jojo's like, well, actually I do walk fast. Jojo just didn't want to walk fast, and so we're constantly trying to get Jojo to go a little faster. I'm trying to get Jojo to go a little faster, and Jojo's not interested in going faster. And so we're getting farther and farther behind, and finally everybody else rides out ahead, and they're gone. And it's just Jojo and me. And it gave me some time to ponder and reflect on life as I'm riding up one of the most beautiful canyons on planet Earth, Canyon de Chelly. Check it out sometime. It's spelled C-H-E-L-L-Y.
I'm going to try to click the little badge that moved on her side and just kind of make
okay? Dr. Lydia is just explaining what's going on. I would also like to see the horses, Francine. We're waiting for these horses to finish and more horses to come in. So I'm riding JoJo up Canyon de Chelly, absolutely beautiful. It's the sand, there's sand everywhere. And when you're on a horse, you realize that there's interesting dynamics to being a horseback rider. For instance, if the horse knocks you off, it's your fault because you weren't sitting properly. I mean, it's just the way it is. If the horse is running and won't stop, it's your fault because you didn't turn him in a circle. So these are some thoughts that were going through my mind. What I loved about JoJo is JoJo didn't care that everybody else rode away, and JoJo was just happy going a slow little pace. And even when we turned around to go back, JoJo was still happy to go slow with me. So Sydney's got something to say about JoJo. JoJo.
JoJo's a good horse.
Yeah.
She did not throw Justin.
Yes. JoJo did not throw me. Good horse. Okay, so the horses are coming out. Let's pop around here. Let's get right here. That cute little baby. And a good mama. Palomino's my favorite. No one can convince me that Palomino's not the most beautiful horse in the world. So maybe halter train baby, maybe Haley already halter trained the baby. Hmm? Oh, Dapple Gray is pretty. That's a close second. Like if Palomino was 100% of beauty, Dapple Gray's probably about a 97% beauty. What do you think, Jeannie? Dapple Gray or Palomino for the most beautiful? Palomino, yeah, absolutely. Haley, Palomino, or Dapple Gray? Palomino, yeah, see. Everybody's going to agree with me on this one. Black horses are nice. Like, there's nothing wrong with a good, solid black horse. But black horses are kind of like black clothes. They get dirty so easy. Blue roans are also nice. Here's the next horse that's coming in. Definitely not a Palomino or a Dapple Gray. This horse appears to me to be favoring some feet. I'm not sure why.
What?
So I'm going to clean the lens really fast, y'all. Hold on, just 1 second. Hey, that did some good. Gardner, thank you so much for your $20 donation. It says you're amazing, and I do think you're amazing. So thank you so much. Any good horse is a good color. So the color inside is so much more important than the color on the outside, right? Same with people. People that are nice are much nicer than pretty people who are mean. So, yeah, it's the character of the horse that matters the most. But gotta love these horses. All right, JoJo reminds me of my horse at Chicago Forest Preserve. She tripped a lot. Nobody else wanted to ride her. She is so sweet. Oh, JoJo didn't trip. No, I didn't sense any trimping on JoJo. But my favorite breed of horse. So there's a loaded question for you. I'd left that open too. Looks too hard to close. My favorite breed of horse is, any guesses? Surely somebody knows me enough to tell me. An Arabian. Dr. Lydia says my favorite horse is an Arabian. Surely somebody knows the actual answer. You're close. I think they're the most beautiful horse, Dr. Lydia. But not my favorite horse, because my favorite horse is the one that lets me ride it. And that's a specific breed that I had one, actually. This is a funny story. So we rescued this little horse. I'll tell you the breed after some let's see, horse lighting, okay, Arab. Yeah, Arabian, because you can pick a crowd, otherwise quarter horse. No, quarter horse is too bouncy, man. You sit on a horse, you're like, all day long, and it's just not comfortable. So, Norwegian fjords. Frisians? Frisian's beautiful also. No, it's from down in South America. But anyway, I had this little horse named Peanut. And Peanut loved me so much that she wanted to be able to survive long enough to go to my funeral to give me her condolences. That's the only way I can really say it. Yeah, oh, look at that. Humanity first, got it. Pasofino, yep, that's it. So, Pasofino is definitely my favorite riding horse. And I had a little Paso named Peanut, and Peanut loved me so much she wanted to come to my funeral to kick on my grave one more time. This horse was so good. Once I caught her, okay, that was part of the challenge, was catching her. And once I caught her, and yep, you can see see that horse is the next up back there. They're getting Coggins photos and that. Once I caught her, then she was perfectly fine. I could get on her, I could ride her until she found a uncapped T-post. Anyway, it doesn't matter where. Then she'd turn around, look at it, start backing up to it, and as she got close enough, she'd start rearing and doing little bunny hops, trying to throw me onto the uncapped T-post. This is a good horse. I really like this horse. And she was so smooth, like at full speed, like 18 miles an hour, full speed. You could literally just hold a cup of water and glide along. Ah, so fun. Nice horse. So Tawny borrowed my horse one time. She went to a local fair where they had horse events, and she had her hot Gymkhana horse, and I had my not hot Pasofino. And so she rode her Gymkhana horse for the keyhole, the pole bending, the whatever, all barrel racing. She was like dominating, like winning everything. And then it came to egg and spoon. She's like, got my horse. And she got on this horse and she's like going around and she's just holding a little ping pong ball and the spoon, just cruising along. And they'd say faster, and so she'd go a little faster. Like, well, that's about as fast as that horse can go, so I guess it's fair. Good horse, good horse. But as is apt to all Pasofinos, she got DSLD and in her older life, and she's no longer with me. And I miss her because I've never been on a horse that loved me so much as her. Because I think she loved me. Anyway, I hope she loved me. But this horse does not look comfortable to me. I'm gonna be interesting to see what the vets have to say about that. Let's see. I started loving Sugar Bush Harlequin draft horses. Never heard of that. Is the mare and colt fine? Yes, they are making it through the assessment, and I don't know what all Dr. Lydia found about them, but Death Paso, gotta love them pretty much. Palominos, they're great horses. Germany has the best sports horses. Both of my thoroughbreds were Cadillacs, right? Nothing like it, Rose White says. I love healthy horse with good owners better. Well, I have some real opinions here. I rode a Pasofino once. It was fun. Icy says, I've not ridden an Icelandic. I feel like they're maybe a little small. Judy, about the Big Lick. We are working on shutting it down. Honestly, there's only so much we can do with them being so well funded and having so many lawyers and politicians and judges and law enforcement on their payroll. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Like, they are seriously paying people off, and they have serious amount of lawyers, and like, Protect the Harvest, what's his name, Duquette something? I think his name's Duquette. Dave Duquette. He actually whacked Clint C. at a public hearing one time, saw it on video, and he's a bad person, but he's running. It's not Protect the Harvest anymore. He changed the name. Western Justice, I think he's called now. I'm going off my memory, so, you know, I'm trying. But I'm pretty sure it's called Western Justice. And his whole goal is to protect the Big Lick and protect horse slaughter, protect, quote unquote, the Western way. It's like, no. Animal abuse is not the Western way. If your horse, if your horse was the difference between life and death, you would not mistreat your horse. You would treat that horse better than you treated yourself. So horse abuse is not, and it is definitely not, the Western lifestyle. That horse is still there. Let's go see what they're saying about the little mare and foal over here. So what are we knowing about?
Either one of the surgeries is a lot of a time commitment.
I'll explain.
You are right.
Okay, so we have
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, because like that.
we have mom and baby that have
Fully
both. They both have
anesthetized
problems. They need surgeries. We also have the big lick horse, so we're figuring out where we're going to put them. They're going to have to go down to the
If you
hospital.
left the big lick horse up here,
I would leave.
We
that
leave
might
the big
work.
lick horse
Yeah.
up here. So these guys are going to go down. So we're going to send somebody down to get them ready. Yeah,
But it looks like an abscess there. They're draining. Dr. Lydia's draining, and
they have issues.
they have issues. It's really sad when these horses do have issues because, you know, it'd be nice if if they were just doing perfect. But let's say hi to this little baby. Just look at that cute little face. So this is Jeannie from Colorado Horse Rescue Network. She came out with Carrie, and she's all gowned up and getting some good horse time in. So when we say, you know, it's too bad for mom and baby, I agree. What I do find very positive is they are going down to the vet hospital for surgery. That's a positive thing. That means that there's not so many problems with them that it's like we can't humanely keep them going. So let's cross our fingers, hopes and prayers for mama and baby, and see how it goes. We are protesting Big Lick Thursday. Anybody wants to join us, Columbia, Tennessee. And it's going to be in for an interesting time, I'm sure. We're hopeful that they can be fixed, Cynthia. I am not making a medical diagnosis on them, but when they go down to the vet hospital, that means the vets are committing to doing what they can for them. And that means that they have a good outcome in their minds. They're still sitting over there. Let's see. Yeah, the riders are morbidly obese. You know, I've noticed that. You would think they would be embarrassed to ride a horse, especially a little horse. Like some of these riders, I'm gonna do this for you guys. This is where all the action is. Some of these riders honestly look like they should be the ones carrying the horse. Like, I'm not a small person right now. Haven't been for a while. And I wouldn't get on a horse that's as small as some of these walkers. And they're in the ring just hooping it up. It's like, y'all are crazy. And I am not into fat shaming riders. But some of these people, it is clearly evident that they are more like 40% of the body weight instead of 20. So, yeah, let the horses ride them. Let's put the high heels on them and then let the horses ride them. I think that'd be interesting. Are surgery fees covered by the nonprofit? Does the adopter pay a portion of medical fees? How does adoption work, Horse Plus? So our adoption fee is $500, I believe. That's the last I looked. And we don't charge anything else on that. Like the horse is good to go when you adopt it, microchip, vaccinated, everything is good to go on it. Of course, we strongly welcome donations with adoptions. But what we really love too is adoption updates, where adopters are like, hey, look, 6 months later, a year later, here's what's going on. Can people volunteer on buyout days? Not a good day to volunteer. Our traditional volunteer days are the first Wednesday of the month. Buyout days are just so chaotic, and volunteers typically take a staff member to be with them. And so buyout days are not a good day to volunteer. It might be $6.50 now. I am not in that department, so it easily could be. Oh, little baby. They're just so cute. I love that little baby. We can answer phone, clean up cafes with the free staff. Yeah, I get that, but At this point, I think you'd have to be a trusted volunteer. And I'm not saying I say or anybody that you're not a trusted volunteer. I'm saying it's a volunteer that comes on a regular basis before you'd be able to help with buyout, because buyout is, even though I'm doing it live, there's still things that are so hard to see in person that it's, we have to be careful with who we actually let come to buyout day, especially when it comes to transporters, rigs, and things like that. Okay, Dr. Lydia's doing something with baby. Let's go see what's going on.
She can go to her son mom if she wants to.
So those, okay, hold on. All right, so Jane, you're asking how is it, so cheap? Adoption fees on Facebook go $1,500 to $3,500. For a long time, we actually did high adoption fees, and we realized that we were pricing ourselves out of finding good homes for a lot of horses. Because if somebody's going to go pay $3,500 for a horse, I know if I was going to go pay $3,500 for a horse, a rescue, yes, it would be at this point in my life, but it wouldn't traditionally be where I would think I would be like, no, I want to go get a horse from a trader that's like, and so you charge too much and it can turn off adopters. So it's better to have a lower adoption fee, screen your homes, make them good homes, and then people are more committed to that animal instead of like, paying multiple thousands of dollars. So it's just something that we do. I'm gonna grab a drink really quick. Proof. What time is it there? It's currently 2:30. Mom and baby, past the next quarantine barn finished. Quarantine barn is basically finished. We have air conditioning now. We have lights. We have free echoes, lots of echoes. Oh wait, we didn't want echoes. We got to get the plumbing fixed, the plumbing backed up. We think it was the people who built the side shed crushed the pipe, and we think they didn't fix it right. Lisa, thank you so much for your kind words there. We're at 350 people. Definitely hit the like button. We haven't had a donation since the $100 donation, and I'm a little sad about that. It's probably because you guys feel like we've only seen like 3 horses, and it's because we've kind of only seen 3 or 4 horses since lunch and literally 1 hour ago. So medical care is not to be rushed, right? So we would never want to rush the medical care these animals need. Medical care needs to be thorough, it needs to be accurate, and it needs to be appropriate. So probably some other adjectives we could throw in there. It is better for the new owner to have that money towards keep. Horse Plus has a good adoption deal, if you ask me. Horses have been so well vetted up here. Stage vet, yep. I didn't realize y'all had stages of vetting in the UK. That's kind of interesting. I'll have to research that a little bit. So we still got baby, mama. We're getting x-rays. The other horse is just hanging out in the stall over there. It's a slow time of the day. Sun is coming out. Flowers are blooming. How long did the gentlers stay there? The shortest was 12 hours. That was a little sad. They drove all the way out here, and they turned around and left and said something strange. And we're like, okay, whatever, because they're not coming back. And but typically it's a month is what we ask as a month commitment, because traveling is expensive, and it takes time for them to get into gentling the horses, and then it's just nice that they can stay a month.
And be merciful online.
They're being merciful.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the gentlers that came for 12 hours, they were in our episode, and somebody's like, oh, they're not wearing the right type of boots, they're not wearing this. They read those comments. Like, some folks, it's the first time they've ever been off the reservation. And they come here and they're like, wow, I'm on this episode. And they read nasty comments. Like,
it's not fair to them.
Be kind. Be kind. We wouldn't have somebody here that we were concerned about and like picking on like their shoes and all these things. It can be a really sad thing. So we're moving along. We have another horse coming in. Looks like she's gonna need x-rays too. I'm a vegan from where's the vegan from? I'm a vegan from, it was right
No,
there.
I'm a vegan. I don't eat vegetables.
Don't eat vegetables
Don't
when you're
eat just
vegan?
vegetables.
Oh, okay, okay.
Make amazing tasty meals. Any recipes? I'm a vegan too, Kendra. Carolyn donated
Well, thank
10
you,
pounds.
Carolyn.
Thank you so much, Carolyn. Haters are awful. Yeah.
Yeah, haters are awful. And it's really unfortunate, especially when somebody is like, I want to go help horses, and they drive for hours and then they get bashed online. That's really sad. Do we know where the rest of the team is as far as everybody? Are they on a bathroom break or something? I feel like bunch of people are gone.
Okay.
Is this 106?
Dr. Lydia is down here working on this horse. Oh, Paul, thank you so much for your $50 donation. That is super, super appreciated. Vegan recipes. Tawny doesn't let me cook very often because then I have to clean up my mess. And so since she makes me clean up my mess, I don't like cooking, so that's how she doesn't let me cook very often. But, so what does a vegan eat? Well, a vegan eats everything, okay? We eat everything an omnivarian does, omni meaning eats anything, except for anything that had a mother and anything that came out of an animal. So that leaves a whole lot of food. And I don't really want to share a recipe other than this one. All right, so here's Jason's horrible recipe of the day. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This was taught to me, actually. This recipe, all right, let me up just a touch here. This recipe came from a good friend who's on our board, who I won't name, who is not a vegetarian or a vegan. He's actually a meat and potatoes major guy, right? So he eats a lot of meat, a lot of barbecue, and a lot of that kind of stuff. And
Yes.
so this is some mare behind me. And he brought over some vegan food. He said he figured out this recipe for us. And it was actually really good, all right? It was broccoli and cauliflower, chopped fine. And then you put in some black olives if you want. And you douse it in Italian dressing, and you let it marinate overnight, and then you eat it. Oh, it's good. It's real good. I still make it every once in a while. Yep, that's good stuff. Wow, Lila, thank you so much for your $10 Canadian donation. Super appreciate it. I'm going to get a little bit closer to Dr. Lydia over here, see what's going on.
26.
About 26 years old.
Looks like she only looks about 23. You gotta go with the older side, man. Sorry.
So 26 years old. Alrighty. Do all your horses go into the training program? Well, if they're already trained, they might go into the training program if they need a tune-up or something. But otherwise, they'd just be going into the exercise program where we have exercise riders ride them. Curious if you guys ever tried the chicken of the woods mushroom. I don't think so.
I think they're out there. I think they're out there. They're handling horses.
No. They went reading.
Yeah, that horse has got some rough legs for sure.
So Harvard's only 40 now, which is awesome. Really good response to me.
Okay, one more horse handler.
All right, so Tawny's saying we need one more horse handler, so we're gonna get their protective gear on. Okay, Vicky. So this is the first time I've done it live in years. Usually it's a heavily edited, almost live, which was a short synopsis of what happened. Here you get to watch it live.
So Cindy, if you want to take this horse from her.
This horse is,
Take it nice and slow. I think this is the purple fracture. We've had a really good response.
so this horse, Dr. Lydia thinks has a fracture. Definitely walking painful like. Yeah, Judy, I think I did say that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your donations. And so with live, obviously, we're not going to have just pure excitement 100% of the time. Can I use a portable Starlink? Of course I could use a portable Starlink. I don't have a portable Starlink.
We also have support home failure for medical support.
I'd say serve the purpose of the class.
Yeah. It is obviously great.
Alrighty. So, then we get an x-rays there. Next horse should be, pretty alert. Look at that horse, y'all.
This is a great example of a good response to any medication. This is what we want, right? Like, we don't want anything standing out.
That'd be great if Elon could get us one, or if somebody could sponsor one. But this horse, a little skinny, that's what I'm seeing. Front legs looked a little wonky somehow to me. If it's just the way it's standing or what.
Lowered to 66, and then like, you know, between 3 and 4.
That his left knee looks a little, and I'm saying he, I don't know what gender. It's a she. Okay, this mare's left knee looks a little rough to me.
Struggling to find it. So to me, this is great.
A lot of people are loving the lives, and if you don't want to watch the live, which is totally fine, a lot of people are coming on and coming off. We're still at like 350. You can always watch the next Horse Shelter Heroes and see Micah's amazing videography and the story that he tells about this.
This outcome from 80 to 40 is really what we're looking for. If we come from 80 to 66, we stay.
And yeah, it'd be nice if we had, mics on everyone and I could like push buttons and get the right mic going at the right time when they're talking and all that. Not realistic yet.
They're so still, learning to take an accurate heart rate is so helpful to your vet. And like if you go and you go, I think my horse is colicky, they're gonna be like, well, we'll try walking.
Yeah, the knees looked a little rough to me.
Heart rate is 88 consistently, even with bandage.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna try something.
Stomach is about to rupture. I'm gonna bug you to
Yeah, let me know if the internet gets bad. But these are the horses we have left. We still have a passel of horses that we have not evaluated yet. And they got food, they've got water. Have not thought of cross-streaming on Twitch. I don't know a lot about Twitch. I know that Twitch has an interesting name, but I do know a lot of people watch Twitch mostly for video gaming. So it possibly might work out good for us. I've got no idea, but if you want to kind of give us an idea of how that works, it's my email is jason@horseplus.org, and it'd be interesting to raid your stream, sending tons of viewers to you. I like the idea of that. I really do. Irene, thank you so much for your support. No, Twitch has an animal category. People love watching animals live. All right. Somebody shoot me an email on kind of how that process works. And if not, I'll have to research it. But yeah, anything to get more viewers, that'd be awesome. We had 700 earlier, so that was great. Right now, they are getting x-rays of the last horse over there. And Dr. Lydia is now starting to look at the paint. So we're going to let Dr. Lydia do her thing. Let me get a little closer.
when they go to treats, or when they're like 35 years old and have no idea what they're doing. Like 35 years old, like, that's
We have not partnered with All Seated in a Barn, but I know, I'm pretty sure we're in communication with them about stuff. Their social media is fabulous. They're doing a really good job on their social media. So we learned, we actually had an organization come out not terribly long ago and mentor us. And that felt really weird. So grateful for it, but it felt really weird. And they literally flew in from across the nation to come mentor us. What? No, they were super impressed. They thought that they didn't know what they were getting into, and they when they got here, they were just so shocked at what was here that they were, yeah, they were impressed. But their budget's like $50 million a year, and so it was nice, getting a pathway for how to get there. Ever given a spirit why the Big Lick? Yes, I can tell you exactly why the Big Lick, the USDA rule fell apart. Lawsuits. Lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. And it's crazy how much money they have to protect their little hobby of abusing animals. It's just really sad. I find this horse beautiful. And where is Dr. Gina today? I haven't gotten a straight answer where she's at, but I've gotten the straight answer that she's not here. I think that she probably went somewhere on vacation for Memorial Day weekend. She's kind of working. It's a mystery where Dr. Gina is today. We'll leave it at that. How about that? It's just a mystery, but she's not here. And that's okay. That is quite okay. Is Big Lick specific to Tennessee? It is specific to Tennessee walking horses. They also do it in Alabama and I believe Kentucky, North Carolina, some surrounding states, but mostly it's a Tennessee thing. And it just needs to go away. There's no other horse show that I've ever been to where you have like 7 sheriff officers protecting the little tiny show in a little tiny town in the middle of Tennessee from the protesters. Literally, like, we're going protester, there'll probably be between 5 and 7 sheriffs there and following us around. It's like, how much do they have to pay the sheriff department to follow them around to keep people from, exposing the cruelty they do? It's quite unbelievable. Yeah, I'm also glad this amazing horse is with us. Have I tried sending a passionate letter with all pertinent info directly to President Trump? I have not yet, but I know people who know Trump, so that's a good start, right? Little towns in Tennessee are really tight-knit. Yeah, they really are. The only thing they really react to is a federal lawsuit. That is literally like local lawsuit, state lawsuit, they don't really care about. Federal lawsuits, they do care about. I could tweet Trump, actually. I think he reads his Twitter. This is a good idea. I should do this. See what happens. Huh. Or Truth Social. I think, didn't he start a place called Truth Social? I should Truth Social him, see how he's doing. Is Vance an animal lover? I don't really know his animal position. So I'm going to set y'all back on the tripod. All right. When I moved to Tennessee my middle school year, the first thing they asked me was, I was related to in town. I heard, oh, we aren't related then. So weird. Very tight-knit. The South is really all about... The South is really all about who you know.
Wait, which horse is this?
This is the last one.
Yeah, that's horrible. Can I see it? Oh, yeah. Do you guys want to see this? Ready to grab? Ooh, Nicole. Where's your normal thing? Nicole is so brilliant in her normals. So this is the carcass. It's the equivalent of a knee. And Nicole printed normal for you guys at the top. We need the carcass. There we go.
Yeah, it didn't
It didn't print great. But basically, this is the silhouette of a normal pieces, and you can see in this horse, all of this is proliferative reactive bone. So these are all osteophytes, and what's really unfortunate in this horse's case is that partial but not complete joint collapse. So sometimes when animals have so much, so this is the body's effort to stabilize and make a bridge, but this is a non-bridge, right? So we have severe erosion right here with bone grinding on bone. We still have joint spaces. So every step this horse takes, we have like gritty bone on bone. There's probably no articular cartilage. This is all a fusion, but this is also very old. So there's really no chance that this horse is ever going to be comfortable again, even with like a surgical. So arthrodesis is the term for taking something mechanical, like plates.
All right, so you heard it. It's not the paint. That was it was this horse that Dr. Lydia was talking about. It has an old injury in its leg. Did not heal right. It's every step this horse takes is excruciating pain, and it's been that way for a very long time. That is so incredibly sad. Onto this horse though. Man, that is so sad. It is so incredibly sad, the pain that some of these horses go through. Alrighty, next horse is in. We're on a roll now a little bit. Look at this beautiful horse. Good night, that horse is tall. What are there, about 16 hands? Shoo. I know it's hard to tell through video, but this horse is tall. Haley's 6 foot. This horse is almost as tall. That would be, how many hands is 6 foot? I'm trying to remember. Anyway, it's a lot of hands. I know, it's 3 hands a foot, so 18 hands is 6 foot. There we go.
A foot is 3 hands.
They are beautiful but broken. And also understand the vets are triaging the more critical horses first. So this horse might actually be above 16 hands. I don't know how tall this horse is, but Tawny says 15.3. I hate the cutoff tails. Is there a cutoff tail? Yeah. It could have been chewed off. Horse tails get chewed sometimes, either, little foals sometimes. So this a boy or girl, did we figure out? Boy or girl? Gelding, all right. Big standard bred gelding. All right. Yep, they do rub their whales. I'm going to pray that someone out there has a lot of money. Maybe we'll find out the big lick and horse suffer, and they'll go ahead and help us fight. Oh, that would be so great. You guessed the breed, right on.
I did get let
Okay, I'm going to hook my battery up here real quick. Sorry for that, folks.
Okay.
I have a cool little, one of these little things you just magnetize on the back of the phone. And there it is. And y'all don't even know I'm getting juice in my phone. All right, Dr. Lydia is now working with this horse. Let's see, magnet, BCI. Oh, what's your suggestion, Icy? Hamilton for the standard red. There you go. Because these horses that are being abused for them, they don't have a voice. Keep fighting for them, especially the big legs. So please have a lot of money. Please help. All right. I wish we could name them on YouTube, but I think they're already going up on Facebook and being named on there. Before realizing the cruelty of it, I used to think how beautiful walking horses were. Doing the big lick at the Tar Heel Classic show in North Carolina. I was very young. Still didn't know better. I do now. So cruel. Absolutely. The problem is getting any legislation past the Agriculture Committee for a vote. Lobbyists keeping the vote from happening. Absolutely. It's just horrible. Legalized abuse. It's really sad.
7, 10, 4, 4, 9.
Lydia, how much do you want?
Probably 10 mils of Banamine and
Okay, the source is getting
maybe
sedated.
25 of Form, if you don't mind.
Guys, a big hug from Portugal. We love you. Continue the wonderful. Thank you. Down there, Sophia. Appreciate it. Okay, so no naming yet on Facebook. I'm gonna go take you guys in there real quick and see what Dr. Lydia is looking at. What we do for the animals. What part of California we start from? That's a great question. I should just start naming off the towns starting at our closest, which was microscopic. When I say microscopic, let me see if I can get help here. Okay, that's better. When I say microscopic, I don't mean microscopic, I mean microscopicer than scoptic, okay? So we start off in Genesee, Taylorsville, Greenville, Quincy. Now we're to a town that has like 6,000 people in it, maybe 3,000. Okay, still not ringing a bell. Chester, Orville. Now we're like literally an hour and a half from where we lived, and that was the first town that had like 70,000 people in it. Reno, we're halfway kind of between Orville and Reno, up in the mountains. And this is all about, 2.5, 3 hours north of Sacramento. So way up in the mountains, we would get feet of snow every winter. There'd be snow everywhere. It would be cold. Horses would be slipping on ice. One of the first horses I remember well is a little gray Arab. And this horse literally wandered into our life. We were visiting my parents, and this horse came wandering in through the yard. And we're like, well, what are you doing here? And this was right after we started Horse Plus. And we checked around. Nobody knew anything about this horse. And so we took it because it wandered into our yard, and possession is 9/10 of the law. And pretty sure we let the sheriff department know. They're like, oh, if anybody's looking for it, we'll send him your way. And we had that horse for a long time. It was Tony's personal horse. And up in the mountains during winter, it got icy, and he slipped and broke his hip. And so we didn't have him anymore. Gypsy was his name. Okay, Judy, on it. They say, Judy says I need to talk to President Trump.
Purple pressure. I think this one's purple pressure.
I would love to. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure other people want to talk to him too, but I would love to have 5 minutes to explain the horrors of the slaughter pipeline. Another horrible X-ray.
Same thing with this horse, right? Like we've got bone on bone. We don't have full closure. And that body tried really, really hard. What's going on? I don't know why it won't change the image. There we go. Body tried really, really hard.
Really?
This isn't just bone on bone. This is all the soft tissues involved. Are supposed to be
So bone on bone. This horse is literally living bone on bone in his legs. So sad.
Jason was just telling you the story of a horse I had that fell and broke his hip. I'm like, oh, he's telling that story. It's so sad. But so earlier, to expedite the process, because Dr. Gina usually takes the x-rays over here, I told Nicole and Dr. Lydia, I can set up the x-ray station. And it is helping because they can call for the x-rays and we can take them, but it's really sad. The mom and the baby horse are being taken down to our hospital, and they're both going to need surgeries, so, but just loving on this poor horse. There's nothing we can do. Her knee is in such horrible condition. The x-rays are horrible. I'm not going to say what they are, but if you know anything about horses, you know that that's not good.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Everything's bad on that x-ray. There's no positivity to that x-ray. So,
Next horse is 108.
if I was closer, I'd come help out. Absolutely.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Tom taking you guys is really complicated. Maybe more German horse cookies.
Well, we have an excellent view of a horse going poop. Maybe he's done. So hopefully the x-rays start showing some positive news. That's what we need, is some positivity around here. Like bone on bone. Just not even acceptable. Here's the next horse. Wow, I guess we gotta go over there and check out this next horse. I'm telling you, I set the camera down and I have to pick it right back up. That's not a problem. Whew, this horse does not like being given shots or blood drawn. Needles. Needle phobic. Yeah, we need somebody to find a muck rake or a shovel or a something. There's little piles showing up everywhere. I know we have some. I don't know where. Let's go on a mission. Let's find some shovels. I think I see some. All right, found it. This is almost like playing a barn game on a computer, where you're on a hunt to go find the tools you need to give to somebody else to get the job done. Making racket now. I don't even know what this is. What is this and why is it falling? And why is it in a position to fall? It's like 40 feet long. Okay. Here's our little cart. Yeah, like what's going on around here? Okay. Let's see if somebody else shows up to get it. Oh, there we go. All right. Now I've inspired someone to do their job. I love it.
Jason, they just got back from taking the mom and
I know.
they were gone. Okay.
All right. Floor's getting cleaned up in rapid order. They actually took the horse, the mom and the baby, down to the vet barn, to the hospital, so they have an excuse. This time, they have an excuse. Usually their best excuse is that they're busy doing other things.
Or we're doing our 15-minute break. Look, we get land a lot.
They
What do you
get
take your 15-minute break?
All right. Well, that is one small part of their job, is to keep the floor clean during buyout. So, Dr. Lydia is working with this next horse. So in 35 seconds, y'all, we'll be at an hour and a half for part 2. 3 hours of live so far today. Let's go see.
Yeah, let's see what's in there.
This horse has a look of concern on his face, on her face.
Wow, that is a very interesting feeling.
Yeah, the mass is on the right leg.
Yeah, they're like subcuticular but adhered. Like
There's masses on the leg.
another spot on the body, I would call this a tumor. It doesn't feel.
Would you say on the right fronts, there's white under
Yes.
on both fronts?
Yeah, there's low socks on both fronts, and then the left hind has a sock. Can I take this foot out? Okay. Okay, you can't.
Okay. Initial assessment. How bad is the leg? Dr. Lydia found some weird bumps on the leg. She says if it was somewhere else, she would think it was a tumor, but apparently legs don't have tumors very often. So we'll see what it is. This horse just has the look of fear in her eyes.
That was a reaction. Yeah.
This horse seems to be in pain, just based on reactions to palpation. And I think Dr. Lydia is getting some sedation. What's wrong with her jaw? What am I looking at? Oh, the bumps?
This is bony.
Bony.
All through here, this is all bone.
That doesn't look normal.
No, this is not.
And the horse who just kissed you guys.
Let's not get very hurt. Let's see if we can just push her through our chute system, and I'll sedate her in there. But hang on a second, you can't go in there yet because you got to sedate her. I just don't want you to get run over. That's why we got. Nope, that's fine.
Okay, wary. We're going to brave the chute system. All right, here we go. Sliding, spinning. And then I'm gonna fly out of here.
I would just like shove her in there, and then we'll use the chute system to push her in. Perfect.
And then she's gonna get in the chute. What a really super good girl. I don't think it's just the camera. This horse has weird bumps on her. Poor horse.
You think there might be maggots under the hole? Yeah. Cool.
There we go. Okay, Dr. Lydia is working on the horse in the chute. And
I need somebody to hold her head for me. Thank you, Lydia. Okay. I'm going to propose that we take rest of her in here.
all right, so the horse was a little reactive to that.
She's not fearful, she's kind of defiant. Like just now, instead of just backing away, she's so she's better close. And you can sit here.
Let's see what happens here.
I would have had it if I was trying to hold her.
This horse is not pleased with being in here.
I mean, up this was so I am.
Who knows what kind of abuse this horse has gone through before, because this is not even normal for any of the horses we get. So, Dr. Lydia is going to have to, I think she said sedate her IM, intramuscular, and then once she is calmer, then be able to continue the assessment and the evaluation. They might be putting her in the squeeze chute, I'm not sure which. I had human patients that acted like that, oh dear. Yeah, she likely, she may be going in the squeeze. I don't know exactly what their plan is for her. But Haley took the halter off. So my best guess is padded squeeze chute. Well, we'll see. Right now, we just want her to be calm, relax. So frightened, panicky, maybe in pain. Definitely could easily be in pain. And yeah. We're doing our best. Did you get the halter off or did you take it off?
She got it off.
Oh, she got her own halter off. Oh boy. Probably maybe going to the squeeze. We'll see. Squeeze is not our first solution for horses that are halter trained. A lot of times they don't even like going in it. It's more for wild horses, not halter trained horses that don't like needles. But there's a great big group talking over there. And we're gonna hang out with this horse. Keep the camera rolling on her in case she decides to try something else foolish. Because that was foolish. And that's what she thought she needed to do, but it didn't do her any good. And I wish that she wouldn't have done that. It'd be nice if she was well trained and good to go. It makes no sense to be riled up when the horse is riled up. Like, obviously you have to be safe. So if you need to leave the situation quickly, you do. But yeah, when your horse is acting up, you just stay calm. And they can feed off the calm energy in the room. Or in the pasture. So. Okay, so Dr. Lydia, sorry to yawn. Dr. Lydia just looked at the x-ray from the other horse.
So this next one, she reminds me of that and that was a pretty significant reaction. I would say more Ryan isn't going to be enough to safely stuff. She has a mass on the medial side of her right knee, and she's got a
The funniest thing talking about that, the funniest thing I've ever seen, and it's really sad, but it's like when a horse runs pasture and they're like getting away, you yell at it. Get back in that pasture! Why would you yell at your horse when it's past you and going the wrong direction? That makes no sense to me, but people do it all the time. And it's like, well, that isn't going to do any good. That's just going to encourage your horse to run even faster. Yes, staying calm. I had classes on how to deal with uncalm people, and usually it's best just to be calm and firm. And let's see here. She is definitely listening to you. Seems like it's helping her listen to your calm voice. lowering her head too. Her eyes starting getting wider. She stopped talking. Maybe she likes my voice. I don't know. I could say that instead of 398 watching, she's number 399. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, animals can tell the tone of voice. 100 minutes of live buyout assessment. And we still have a bunch of horses to go. Horses feel intent as well. 400 people, yay! If we hit some thumbs up, maybe YouTube will show the live to other people. She started getting a lot more nervous when you went quiet. Oh dear. Well, this horse apparently likes listening to me. Maybe she's had a positive Jason in her life, and she likes listening to me. I don't know, but I'll just try to keep talking for her and see how she does. She likes looking over here. She's looking around, curious what's going on, wondering what's going to happen next. Haley's really the reason why she's calming down, though. Haley has a calming presence with horses. And Dr. Lydia's coming back with big scary needles. So we'll see how this goes. She's going to be injecting her IM. And, oh, that was a good girl.
You have no gate right here. We really can't move her forward until she's like, and the next horse. All right, Haley, it's gonna be at least 10 minutes until I think we can try anything.
All right, so Dr. Lydia says 10 minutes until the next horse, or until she's calmed down. Keep talking, Jason. Okay, Jason's been talking for 290 minutes. No, 190 minutes so far today. Somebody give me some inspiration for talking some more, all right? We're going through the afternoon lull here. It's 3:11. It's not quitting time anywhere close, but we keep dreaming about it. In the future, when we're done with all the horses, y'all been hanging out all day with me. Thank you guys so much. And let's go see what's happening out here. Yes, I told the pig story. Basically, the end result of the pig story was the pigs outsmarted the humans, and the pigs are still living out in the woods doing their piggy things. And there's 3 of them, 3 little piggies. And they're fast.
I have a pig available for adoption.
You have a pig up for adoption?
Yeah.
We went trying to catch 3 loose pigs in Hohenwald here, and we couldn't catch them. They're too fast.
Her name is Apples.
Uh-huh.
She's adorable.
So in Houston,
Yeah.
do you guys adopt anywhere? Like if somebody drives 4 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I can also do virtual meet and greets and stuff like that too. So
Houston Humane Society, everybody, they've got a pig. How big is the pig?
she's, I think, about 150 pounds.
Oh, it's a little pig.
Yeah.
A little pot belly.
Little probably. She's a little overweight right now, but she's on a strict diet.
They're always overweight. They can't help. They're pig. They eat anything. They eat air. All right, so Houston Humane Society, y'all, we got a pig for adoption. They will adopt anywhere. So go check it out. And wouldn't that be great if pig was gone by the time you got back?
Oh my god, I would love it. I mean, I love apples in general, and I'm super excited to put fairy wings on her and take super cute pictures when I'm back. But I'm not gonna be mad if she's not there.
Absolutely. So let's get Apple, you said her name was?
Yeah.
Apple, down at Houston Humane Society. Let's get Apple the pig a home. Wait, Meg, is Meg on here? When did I see Meg last? Haven't seen Meg this afternoon for a while. So if Meg is watching, Meg lives in Texas. Meg could go to Houston Humane Society and adopt Apple. Apple the pig. I just don't know that Apple the pig should live in an apartment. That might be rough. But hold on. Okay, now y'all can hear me, right? I think I pushed the button. So this horse over here, I'm hoping y'all can still hear me. Okay, good. So this horse, when you get near it, you smell rotting flesh. And one of the girls thinks they could see maggots under the halter. That's gonna be bad. So we'll see. We'll see what Dr. Lydia finds. Yeah, there's a mute button. What do you know? There's a mute button on here. And when I turned the camera around, I hit the mute button. So sorry about that, y'all. Thank you so much, Donna, for your donation. Okay, I think we're gonna be getting a horse in here real soon. So here's an interesting thing for y'all. As of about a week ago, this door opened in, and now it opens out. And the reason it does that is because I flipped it around, because it was so inefficient, we would hit the panels here and things. So flipped it around, now it opens out, much, much better. Oh, here it comes. Apparently the internet works okay outside. Can't guarantee it'll keep working well outside. This horse is very, very skinny. Looks like a gelding. Matted mane. Probably old. But here he is. Does he have a tattoo, do you know, or a freeze brand? No sign of freeze brand. No freeze brand. Okay. Thank you, Tran. Skinny, 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 skinny horse. All right, going back on back on there, putting the battery charger back on. All right, there we go. Dr. Lydia is over here doing some education. Dr. Lydia loves doing education. Be very careful of that horse, Cody. Duct tape trip. Put a long piece of tape on the nose lightly. They fiddle with it and lose focus. I think I've been around people that have tried that. It doesn't work as well as TikTok would like you to believe it does, from my experience, but I'm not an expert duct taper of horse noses. Thank you so much, Lily, for your $10 Canadian donation. Super appreciate it. And really, really, that's just awesome. Thank you so much. Here's this skinny boy coming back in. I was 11, I foolishly picked up a piglet to cuddle it, but it started screaming and the mother chased me over the wall while my dog distracted her by barking. Never mess with those mama pigs. Yeah, no doubt. Tape on the horse's nose only gives the person something to do, doesn't help the horse. That sounds about right. Yes, Ponytails winning the first season. That was awesome. Carrie winning season 2. It's been a lot of fun. Who's going to win season? We don't know this season. It's hard to say. No one knows yet, including me. We need Chris up here. Why do you need Chris up here to come talk to you guys for a minute? But Chris isn't here to talk, so it's all up to me. Okay, Dr. Lydia is checking him out. Thank you so much, Heidi from Norway. tell us about the weather. Y'all really want a weather report? There's better things to talk about than the weather report. All right, here's how to be 100% accurate. Okay, so weathermen, a lot like lawyers, they're always practicing, okay? I'm just saying they're practicing. Like, why don't I get to practice, I don't know, being a plumber, right? They expect you when you plumb to do it perfect the first time. Or an electrician. Why don't we call electricians practitioners of the electrician arts? Did you ever think about that? So I find it fascinating. Why do lawyers get to practice, but police officers don't get to practice? We never say, oh, that officer is practicing the art of law enforcement. No. They're not practicing. They're not practicing enforcement. They have to do it. So it is interesting. The longer you go to college, I'm not dismissing anybody's education, because I think that going to college is an amazing thing. And if you can actually survive for like 8 years and become a doctor, oh, have mercy. My hat's off to you, right? Don't wear a hat, but my hat's off to you. All righty. I don't know. It looks like we're back. I need to message Chris here real quick.
All right, guys. So, just want to check in with you all. We are going through all these horses. We have a lot of critical skinny horses. Just want to thank you all so much for watching. It looks like we have 387 people. Let us know how you're enjoying the actual live intake. We've been doing it almost live because we were trying to get internet up here and everything, and it's really great. So thank you so much. Love the live. It's not almost live, it's live. Thanks so much for joining. And please share this with your friends. I don't know if this has been shared onto our Facebook page. So Dr. Lydia behind us is just doing an initial assessment of this horse. And then I am set up on the other side to do x-rays. I don't know how old he is. That would be a question for Dr. Lydia, because I am in a different side of the intake barn. Let's see what's everyone saying. I got love from somewhere, from Germany. Do I look hot? It's actually not really even hot. But I have been wearing lead. And so when you take x-rays, you wear like these heavy lead aprons, and those are very hot. So I think that's what would make me look really hot, is because I've been wearing lead aprons, and those are really, really hot. And I suppose in the summertime, we might be able to put them in a fridge maybe and have cold lead. That might be fine. All right, horse is coming out. Does this horse need x-rays?
Yes, please. Can you keep walking?
Dr. Lydia says it needs x-rays, so I am.
I like magic, I'm back. Have my little drink. Message Chris, see if he can come up here.
He's only 21. I think he's got 7 kids.
All right, hold on, let's, oh, Heidi, thank you so much for joining Becoming a Horse Hero. Your sponsorship is so greatly appreciated. Why are the vets without mics? Well, because I'm not hanging out with the vets. The vets are also working, but I'm not following what the vets are doing specifically. I'm trying to get a overbroad view of everything that is happening. Yeah, so Chris is here. All right. So Chris, I've been live. For this time, it's 114 minutes, so really close to 2 hours.
Oh my
The
gosh.
first time was an hour and a half.
He's been live today longer than he's not been live today.
I mean, I feel like I'm half alive. But,
How many dad jokes have you told in this span?
so not enough, right? So
Hey.
if you've got some that you want to share,
I have none.
Oh.
I definitely don't have any that would top yours. How's everybody doing? Doing good?
yeah. So everybody say hi to Chris for a minute. I am going to take a short break. I'll be back in
All right.
2 minutes.
I'm taking over the live for a minute. We give Jason a 60-second break. Oh man, where's everybody watching from? Where y'all at? Yeah, California, Idaho, Wisconsin, Sweden, UK, Scotland, Ohio, Oklahoma, Germany, Switzerland, another Germany, Ireland. Hello, Texas. I'm from Texas originally, born and raised. From Michigan, but in Ohio. Awesome, Melissa. Love it. NYC, city that doesn't sleep. East Coast, Canada. Whoa, that would be cool. I dig that. Y'all hearing all this? Montana. Montana's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. What's going on? What's going on? South Wales. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So I have a question. Sorry, I'm back already. If there's a South Wales, is there a North Wales?
I don't know. Who the person from South Wales? We're gonna have to scroll up.
Is
How
that
do we do
New
it?
South Wales or Old South Wales?
It's fun. Who said the South Wales?
I don't know.
There it is. Lucy. Lucy, is there a North Wales?
I have to admit my UK...
They said yes.
No, there's a North Wales. Okay.
Someone said yes.
I've never heard of North Wales. Anyway.
Florida, New South Wales, and Australia.
Wait, seriously?
Well, there's a New South Wales in Australia, though.
Yes, because England was, freaking, they go everywhere all over the country and they colonized Australia.
Right.
Australia was a prison.
We're getting a history lesson on Australia and UK
Come on
and all
over,
that
talk
stuff.
to everybody.
You want to give them a history lesson too?
No,
They'll tell you if you're right.
I know they will. Australia was one of the prison
Colonies, right? It was a penal colony
Yeah,
for England.
England. So they have Wales, and then New South Wales is a territory in Australia.
A close friend in New South Wales in Australia. See, so this lovely person back here, her name is a name that I've never actually met someone by this name. Her name is Princess. Princess from Houston, Texas, the Houston Humane Society. So this week, I'm sure Jason's told you a little bit about this, but we are hosting a lot of organizations here on our property this week. We've got 5 organizations, horse rescues from across the United States. We've got 2 from Virginia, 1 from Pennsylvania, 1 from Texas, and 1 from South Dakota. And they're here all week with us doing our Full Circle of Life workshop, kind of joining our network. And we are really, really, really excited to have them as a part of what we're doing this week. So they're very much a part of what we're doing here in our intake process on our buyout event. But it is awesome. Hi from Dallas, Houston neighbors. Where did Princess go?
She ran.
I'm originally from Waco, Texas. Born and raised in Waco, Texas. The Chip and Joanna Gaines Fixer Upper show. I don't know if you ever watched that, but that was not a thing back when I was growing up. And so Waco was much smaller. And then Chip and Joanna got there, and now when I go back to Waco to visit my family, I don't even recognize it because it's so much bigger. Corpus Christi, I know where that is. You worked with a princess. Like the name or just like she was a princess? Either one is cool. Houston Humane. They rescued my cat's mama and babies from an attic and gave them a cat rescue. Where I acquired my sweet gray cat. Wow, I thank them for rescuing my sweet kitten. They are awesome. I've been talking to Princess about their organization and they are unbelievable. Unbelievable. She said something like they have like 400 dogs or small, I can't remember if it's dogs and cats or just dogs, but man. Yes, her name. She was a diva though. No, a person named Princess, that's a diva. Where is Princess? I'll have to give her a hard time about that. She was telling me all the misconceptions about people named Princess earlier. I was getting the full lesson.
Okay.
I did have pizza earlier. We did pizza.
This horse is going to be getting worked on.
Got a horse
So
coming to
I'm
get
gonna-
work on. Come on, take him
So
on.
this is the next one for over here. But Dr. Lydia says this horse, which was jumping around like cuckoo a little bit ago, is ready to go. So thank you, Chris,
Yes.
for filling in for a minute.
Yes.
Give me a
See
chance
ya.
to stretch my legs.
I'll come
and,
back later.
Hang out like a monkey for a minute, get my arms stretched out. So let's see how this goes. All right, Jason, I love your songwriting. It sounds like you have other artists sing your songs. Yes, music is one of my passions in life. I love music, so thank you for that compliment. And this horse is still not interested in being obedient.
No, I think we need to put her in. Do you already have blood on this horse? Yeah, all right. She needs to move out of there ASAP because there's an untapped needle in there that I can't see. So,
Alrighty, so we're gonna move this horse out.
can you unflip the lever or leave the horse?
We're getting over here to safety. I don't want all 400 of my friends on here to get knocked down. And she's going into the squeeze tube.
I guess so. Okay.
So we're gonna follow her.
Please don't step on that needle, man.
We don't often have to put horses that are halter trained into the squeeze chute, but sometimes it happens. And sometimes they want to go in, and sometimes they don't want to go in. Chico, California. I know where that is. I liked shopping there. I actually went to college near Chico. All right, anybody know me well enough? This horse don't want to get squeeze chute in. Does anybody know me well enough to know what I went to college to be? It'll be interesting for you guys. Do I play any instruments? I play piano every weekend for church. I'm a church pianist. I play guitar. I used to play trumpet. I play harmonica, although not as well as I would like to, but I'm not willing to take the time to practice. I played a fair bit of accordion, a little organ. That's about it. I did not like the violin. I tried it. I gave it good effort. Yeah, accordion's a challenging one. And they're still trying to get this horse in. Do you want to be a music director? I was a choir director actually in California for a while. Now this horse is kicking. I'd rather be a stand-up comedian than a choir again. Well, this horse is not interested in getting in. I tried piano. My family's also full musicians. I like my ukulele. Ukulele's a really pretty little instrument. I love it. You can take it with you on top of a mountain and play. Like, I played all the woodwind instruments and the radio. So what's interesting, and I mean no disrespect to my mother because I love my mother, but her musical skills are so bad that when she plays the radio, it's out of tune. I mean, I'm just saying. It's pretty bad. Our team knows what they're doing. What? High school choir, that's awesome. So, believe it or not, so Chris that was on here a minute ago, he is a legit professional musician, singer, songwriter, pianist. One of these days, we're gonna drag my electric piano out in the middle of a pasture full of horses. We're gonna play some music to the horses, all right? It's gonna happen. I'm gonna play some originals. Chris will play some originals. We actually have another girl coming to work for us in about a week. She actually makes me look bad on the piano. She's pretty good. We're gonna get some music out here. This is gonna be fun. And Cal's reacting to jazz. See, I don't play jazz, but that would be interesting. I have my trombone. Oh yeah. Let's play a trombone to the cows. I love it. Let's do it. Oh man. So far. So far, this horse is not as close to going in as it was. Oh, should I go help him out? My dad plays trumpet. My mom plays French horn. Oh, the French horn is something else right there. Let me tell you. I played the trumpet. I can't do the trumpet anymore because it just hurts. All right, it's just so tiny on your lips. It just, maybe I never had the right mouthpiece. I don't know. But they're discussing this horse now and trying to figure it out. They'll figure it out. Trust me. They've got the people. They've got good people over there. So meanwhile, we just stand here and wait for them to get it done. This horse over here. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. I'm just trying to show you what else is going on. It's just standing here. With, just hanging. So believe it or not, and I have a theory, and I think this theory is 100% accurate. Go talk to the horse at the head of the chute.
She does lead. We can put a lever on her and see if we can get her to lead in there.
All right, now they're doing what I was going to do. I was going to say, let's put a long lead rope on her, see if she'll lead into the squeeze chute.
We can free rope that horse if we have a third person. And please be very careful, you guys.
All right, so Can't Stop Me. I think Can't Stop Me is the person who complained earlier. Yes, it would be great if we had 100% horse action the entire time, right? But the reason this is going to be like a 6-hour live instead of a 1-hour almost live is because I'm showing you all the other 5 hours of nothing happening.
Well, she has a lot of growth on board, but she can't sit.
Well, that horse may not be going in there right now. Let's buzz on over here. I think we're getting some x-rays. Let's come talk to this horse. Let's see. All right, I don't know how it's going. Someone let me know when we're not stuck anymore. Buffering. Unstuck. We're back. All right, some people say we're back. Yay. All right. It's looking this way. Sorry, Carrie. All right. Oh, but how are you supposed to know? Alrighty. So sorry about that. So it's point-to-point wireless. Meg at least will know what that means. And it's a long stretch from the office up here. And if we could potentially get fiber up here, which we may need to do, but then it's like an extra, what do they charge? 150 bucks a month. Well, the router's inside the metal building with me. Like, I have perfect Wi-Fi signal. It's the actual from the router to the router in the office to the fiber backhaul. So it's a long process to get internet up here. I thought it was pretty solid. Like, I've been up here a lot constructing and stuff, and it all seemed to work. Haley is doing a fabulous job slowly working this horse into the chute. So I'm just going to keep talking so the horse feels comfortable, and we'll see what happens. See, I better have another good story somewhere. Nope, back halfway. Hello, Tiffany over in France. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad it got going. So that's the weird thing, is it stops and then it works fine. So I'm going to be doing some figuring out why it's doing this. I'm wondering if someone drives in front of it down by the office, because I may need to put the point-to-point up higher at the office, because if somebody drives in front of it and that kills the signal, that'd be ridiculous. So Yeah. If we had, bigger budget, we could just get fiber in every building and give the internet service provider like, $5,000 a month and everybody be happy. But yes, Haley is getting the horse treats. And those treats are doing amazing. We'll see how the horse does. Horse is almost all the way in. I hope Chris knows what handles to push when horse gets in. Is it down? Okay.
Close down.
Okay. So Chris over here is on standby with the squeeze chute controls. I just heard some awesome thunder, so we're probably gonna get some rain. Let me check here real quick. Claudia, I can see your messages. I may have missed a few during the internet glitches, but right now I'm gonna see what we're in for. My Radar, best app in the world. We're in for nothing. Pitiful, nothing. Good. Sick of rain, working here in the UK. This horse needs to hop on here. I'm feeling like this horse should go ahead and get into speech. But if we try anything too soon, horse will go flying out. Trap moves so fast, y'all. The misses are home. I'm working in the UK, sick of rain. Some wild and sad things too. I think Jason Ski. Talk the old days of filming, some of the silly things that happened. Oh man, yeah. Jason, have Tony text, please. We can help you fix this problem, okay? Actually, Sherry Lee, instead of me trying to remember, if you can just shoot Tawny an email or me, just jason@horseplus.org, that would be awesome.
They're taking a lot of x-rays down there if you want to go down there. That will
This horse actually responds really well to me talking. Everybody on the video said it's so happy when I'm talking, but Tawny wants some x-rays shot. So we're gonna go look at some x-rays. And let's spin around here without muting. Okay, I keep pushing the button. Seriously, I keep pushing reverse and it doesn't do it. So here we go. We're stuck looking like this.
I shouldn't say this. Some of them that are just like true starvation cases are like so sweet, and then you start repeating them and they turn into dry. He's okay how he is as long as you feel comfortable.
I'm gonna try that reverse again. Nope. Interesting.
Weight bearing.
Interesting. Reverse stopped working. Oh no. It's all right.
Sorry, there's too much movement in that one.
Just stay where she can hear me. Yeah. Tawny has the magic touch with horses. She really does.
He's got a little bit of arthritis in this one. Hey, Tawny. Next question.
All right, now Tawny's coming down this way.
Have you hold it right behind them?
My button literally stopped working for reversing.
And then call it for the day?
Sorry, too much movement. Yeah.
Okay. Just because without Gina, we have to do a whole
Alrighty, such a big team. Well, yeah, and we have the 5 organizations coming in. So, Cameron, not to put you on the spot, what do you think today?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Awesome. What do you think going on today? How do you like this?
It's very interesting to see how everyone works together and communicates and lets everyone know what's going on and what they need. It's really nice to see the teamwork and everybody putting the horses first.
Nice.
Does that run away?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh,
So, Princess, how's it going today?
it's all right.
What do you think? You all do things like this down in Houston?
I mean, we've taken in a lot of big seizures, and I haven't been a part of that, so I can't tell you.
One day.
One day.
Carrie, how's it going? You all gowned up? You've been working. You finally got the help.
I was trying not to, but you really needed my level of expertise. So
Oh, I
here
agree,
am.
100%. Carrie's probably either the first or second most experienced horse rescue here. So I mean,
Well, yeah.
You know.
So here we are helping
Yeah.
out. But no, I'm glad to be helping out, and hopefully we can get rolled through a majority of these horses this afternoon and try to help as many as we can with figuring out what what's going to need to be done to help them get started on the rehabilitation.
absolutely.
All right. So everyone, what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be doing, time-wise, the vets they have a ton of blood work and everything they have to do. They're going to go ahead and intake this horse over here, but we're going to go walk through, and I want you to walk through with me, and we're going to look for any other horses that might be critical that do need to be taken care of tonight. So what are some of the things we might be looking for?
Wounds.
Wounds, okay.
Outstanding lameness. Significant lameness.
Typically, by now, like all these horses, we have taken care of the ones that are most critical. A lot of times when you see a horse that's in really bad pain, they kind of wrinkle up their face and you can kind of see the certain look with their nose and they just look intense. So we'll be looking for that. We'll be looking for lameness, a hard time chewing. So if there's a horse that doesn't have any teeth and he's chewing, he's trying to chew, and then these little balls of like wound up hay are falling out of his face, we're gonna be looking for stuff like that. And then if everyone looks good, we're gonna feed him down, water him for the night, and then call it good. So I'm really happy that the old guy over here, everything looks good right now. Obviously, we were doing blood work on him. We're gonna find out some other, what all is going on with him because he's very underweight. Maybe it's just a lack of food. But we're gonna walk around now and do a once over, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's not tired, is he?
Go ahead and go down.
No, turn it on.
We're gonna try again.
You want to close it?
Yay, and the horse is in. Haley's gentle ways. Are we right about what? Oh, bad eyes, weeping wounds? Yeah, absolutely. They're camera film in reverse often. Yep, sometimes it's weird, I don't know. My button doesn't even work to go the other way now, so. Y'all are stuck with me till the end, just like this. But, so Justin.
What up?
Just came walking through. I have been live for 142 minutes.
It's a lot of minutes.
On this live, and then over 90, I think it's like 100 this morning.
It's a lot of minutes,
So
y'all.
that's a lot of time to hang out with you guys. Some people were complaining. They're like, we want to see more stuff happening. And I'm like, well, that's because this is live. This is how it goes. When you get that edited version, it's like everything that happens in 1 hour.
This is why editing is very important because you'll get bored when there's 10-minute breaks in between different things happening. Versus editing, you can cut that 10 minutes and just action, bam, bam, bam.
Yep. So, but most people, I mean, we got, 300, almost
Yeah,
300.
we got a lot of people. We like y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all hung around.
So somebody complained, they left. They got
Oh.
deleted and banned or something. So anyway.
Bye.
But yeah, no, it's all good, and yeah, not bored. I agree, not bored at all. Spinning in circles. Haley got the horse in. This horse is being looked at by Dr. Lydia right now, and let's go jump on over there, see what's going on. I know nothing about this horse yet, so if y'all ask, I don't know.
Mature standard bred gelding.
Mature standard bred gelding. All right.
Certified good boy.
Certified good boy. I like that. I love it. Makes me feel like I'm part of what they're doing. Absolutely. Not bored, making real palters while I watch. Hey, there you go. I love it. Let me look up his number.
It is 5CM20.
5C is in Charlie, M is in Mike, 20?
5C is in Charlie, M is in mom, 20.
Yep, 5CM20. So, sure, look him up. Who is he? This will be interesting.
All right.
I'm still gonna push the button. Yeah, nothing happens. Yep, 5CM20.
Also, I always like to know.
We got a lot of standard breads this time.
If they're dropping feed, like it looks like I just give cookies, but I use them as that.
Very interesting. A lot of standard breads this time.
Here's some more.
Got him. Yay. All right, we're gonna have answers soon. His name is Driven to Thrill. What's his birthday? Let me guess, 1997. Oh, 2005. There we go, 20 years old. Nice.
Somebody ID him already?
Yeah.
So who is he?
Driven to Thrill, born in 2005. Yeah.
Well, we won't tell Lydia so she can age him correctly.
No, I love it because it's so rare that we know actual ages, right? And so we're always guessing.
Did you age him yet?
No, I haven't. Wait, did somebody already find him?
Yes.
Yeah, don't tell me how old he is. Hi. Oh man, this is a tough one.
Official name,
Because,
Cookie Monster.
Incisors down to the knee.
Oh my.
So basically, we would not be able to age this horse in any capacity because of the abnormal nervous. No insight.
So he's got too bad the teeth to age because we know how old he
Yeah,
is.
like unknown. So I would have put him above 20 just based on the incisor angle, or like at least at 20 based on the incisor angle, and then he has white hairs on his face. But like, there's some young horses that have hairs on their face, and
Well, he was born 20 years ago.
he's
2005.
20. Oh, okay, great. But like, there would have been zero certainty.
Oh yeah.
With his body condition score, like, he could have been like, could be 20.
Look at that. Even when she doesn't know she's right. Like, unbelievable. Like, she had no clue. She had no way of knowing for sure. And she said 20. And he's 20. So, you know, that's how Dr. Lydia is these days. Yeah. Emailing info. Thank you, Meg. Wish I had closed caption. We need AI closed caption because this is live. So I know on like news and stuff they have people doing closed caption in the background. It's a little bit delayed, but this is live, and I don't think YouTube does live closed captions yet. It would be interesting to see what it does with all the horse drug names.
So normally in horses we just hear love duck. And you
Oh,
listen for
he's
a
got a
while,
heart
but in this
murmur.
horse we have some regular love ducks, and then about every fourth time, there's like a little bit longer of a pause than usual. Secondary AD block can be a total variant of normal. I'm not worried about it. He doesn't have a heart murmur, and a lot of.
Oh, he does not have a heart murmur. Oh, good. Oh, good. He's got an abnormal heart sound, but not a heart murmur. Oh, this is very good. Good for this guy.
Way slower than a human or a dog.
How fast is an elephant heart rate?
Very slow.
5 beats a minute or?
It's like 12 to 16, but it's
Wow.
tough because their thoraxes are so big that I really have only sculpted elephant hearts under anesthesia, and then I have 8 billion other things. Their chests are so big, their hearts are big, but you have to have sorry, I'm talking over you. You have to have an electronic stethoscope to turn the sound up, and then you get a lot of reverb. So I can't say that I know a lot about elephant cardiology.
Gotcha.
African elephants have a lot of cardiac pathology. I think it's the second leading cause of death is just like a cardiac event in African elephants. But musculoskeletal disease is never one because they're too called heart.
Sure. So that's Dr. Lydia. He was an elephant veterinarian. How fast what the heart rate for an elephant is, and it's 12 to 16 beats a minute. But apparently they're very hard to actually listen to, and virtually impossible without being under general anesthesia. So that's very interesting.
Lindsay, we have to come up with a name now.
Whoa! You just laid to rest a 59-year-old donkey. Oh, that is old.
Like a military professional.
That is a really old donkey. Wow. Like, how, I'm just really curious how you knew how old this donkey was, because that's like 50, yeah, that's older than me. That's from the 60s.
no one interested. My kids renamed him Cap.
Wow,
and Waffles,
that's
and
old.
within like 3 days, we had it.
59-year-old donkey. Yeah, I would love to know how you knew how old the donkey was.
You're doing great, Sarah. Yeah, you're passing out the things. I got a cookie though.
Maybe muffin, I love that.
Okay. Are you guys comfortable holding him while I get his blood? So sometimes you see the bread that have been.
All right, so this horse won a
And so the most common
PA
reaction
Stallion
I get from
Series
them is
as a
after
2-year-old
you
and
go
placed
to
third
their
in a Stallion Series at Harris in
usually
Philadelphia.
like that
Awesome,
horse
Maisie,
over
thank
there
you.
that flips out and tries to run away. This is jugular vein. This is called the
All right,
jugular
thank you, appreciate that, Meg. As far as I know, we don't need more on him, but that's really cool. Age and name are really cool.
See that head shape, so he knows what's coming. So he already knows I'm gonna hook him.
Alrighty.
The skin is the only part that hurts, so he goes to the skin fast. Okay. You guys know the difference between veins and arteries? Yes. They're both blood vessels. The answer to that
Dr.
is the
Lydia
direction
is giving
that they carry
education
blood.
on the difference between a vein and an artery.
Veins take blood from the body and take it back to the heart, and arteries take blood from the heart and take it to organs.
That's
So
really
right
good, Sherry.
here, we have the
39-year-old
jugular
Paso.
vein and the
Wow.
carotid artery. So
That's
where
awesome.
do you think this artery takes blood? Straight to the brain. So what do you think happens if you put a drug instead of in the vein in an artery? Instead of going into circulation,
She's watched it happen.
it goes straight to the brain. So I like to give drugs on the left side of the neck because the artery is just a little bit deeper. But I tell people like,
How'd it go, Cindy?
never not sure, disconnect your needle because the
How'd it go?
artery's under a lot more pressure.
Today's
Brain
going well.
blood, and
It's
it
going
goes
really
away.
well. Horses have been fairly well behaved, all of them. I think they
Yeah,
were just
good
very
times.
thankful that we got them off the trailer. We had a few down on the trailer,
I would love to watch you
and
guys walk.
we just all jumped in, the whole team, and did what we could do today. So we still got a few left, which we'll probably pick up on tomorrow, probably. But other than that, everything's gone super smooth.
Awesome, thank you. I'm glad to hear that because not every day does everything go super smooth. But I believe that our time together is coming to an end because, hold on, let's go see what they're doing. They're doing something. And I wish I could flip this around. Still not working. YouTube is mad at me. Let's see if the internet holds out here. So this horse is getting a lameness exam.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
And this is the horse that we had in here.
Let's go ahead and bring him in here.
We're gonna bring him in.
Nicole, I would love dental and wither rags on this guy, please. If you guys don't mind. Also, though, he's very stable, so we're like, we get more diagnostics today. I don't have all the concerns. He's a little weak in the hind leg. He's 20. He has real bad teeth. I think maybe.
Hold on, guys. I am unwrapping some cords that got corded up around the cords here. Good deal. All right. So I think that we're getting some x-rays and some cookies and all that good stuff. Howdy. Thank you. So, Nicole's getting the x-ray set up. Gonna be x-raying him. Apparently he passed the lameness test, passed everything else, so this is a good thing. Saved your life a few times. I bet there's some really cool stories in there. Sorry, I've been watching what's been going on instead of telling y'all what's going on. What about the horse in the chute? Yeah, there's a horse in the chute. Can't forget the horse in the chute. That is probably going to be the last horse.
Yes. She's gonna be our last one.
She's hanging out. All right.
Yeah.
Lydia said if we could try to take the halter off of the one that's got the halter.
Cody's been trying.
She said we could bring him in if we can.
Okay.
If we can.
Watching live. Hope you all have fun. Wonderful rest of the day. You guys rock. Thank you. Yeah, we're all still here. I don't know if everybody else jumped outside. Let me go see what they're doing.
It was your birthday 3 days ago. Was it really? Wait, 5/21. You can have like a birthday. It was your birthday.
A bunch of people outside talking.
Is there anything?
So I'm going to talk to you guys. Yeah, no, we're not going to forget her, especially since part of the protocol of cleaning up after the day is cleaning out the chute. So yeah, if you open the chute to clean it out and the horse steps out, you're going to know that somebody failed epically in their job. I don't think we've ever left a horse in a chute. That would be such a fail on the human part. Can you imagine? Oh, I can't. No. I'll read the horse plus sign as well or flip for you. It flips. What can I say? It flips back and forth. Horse plus, horse plus. Horse plus, horse plus. So, how many did you get in this buyout? 23 so far. I'm going to see if we get some more showing up, but 23 in the first 2 loads, so pretty exciting. I wish we had a place like Horse Plus here in Natchez. Yeah, we need lots of Horse Pluses in Colorado and ponytails, don't we? We need a bunch of us all over the nation, saving every horse. Yeah, 23 is a lot of animals to save. I'm gonna go grab my water real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Proof. Not drinking enough today. So I literally can't use the back camera now. I can only use the front camera. I push the button and it doesn't flip. But I'm curious, so if I flip it, did that do anything for you guys? Like, I pushed the button. I'm just curious if that did anything for you guys, because for the rest of the day, it would flip around to the back camera. Nope. Okay, so yes, it's not working. The new sign on the Small Animal Rescue. Oh, thank you. Where do you get these horses from? Do you have a buyer that picks them up from the kill auctions? So these are horses straight out of the slaughter pipeline before they get to the auction, at least before they get to the next auction. They're horses that are in the slaughter pipeline. We pay auction price for them, and they just bring them to us. So it saves them from going through yet another auction. So that's really important. You're good, Micah. We've all been hanging out for 160 minutes.
Yeah, don't be mad at me. There's a horse that's super neurologic I'm gonna pull out. There's a horse that looks like crap. I'm gonna pull blood for a CBC chem. And I'm just gonna assign him a name. He's the only horse I wanna do that with.
Okay, you need to just do them in order, and she needs to get pictures of them.
Okay,
And I don't know, so we just let Elizabeth know so that they.
got it.
All right, so Dr. Lydia found 2 more horses that she wants to work with. So including the one in the chute, that's going to be 4 horses still to go. And yeah, we're gonna get stuff done tonight.
Nicole, if you want to leave me and the stuff and go ahead and start on stuff, I can load up. Do you have 112?
Oh, you need to relabel the one that's in your pocket, because I thought you had, that's gonna, I relabeled the other one as 111, so that one needs to be relabeled 112.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Where's Elizabeth?
You can bring it more towards the nose.
Anybody?
Elizabeth.
Okay.
Yeah, not in here. They're in Tennessee. Absolutely know where that's at, Nina. Peyton is up there, Christian Farms Rescue. How do you tell if a horse is neurologic? I think that's a Dr. Lydia question. Well, there's some, okay, full disclosure, not a vet, don't even play one on TV. I have no experience, no training, no realistic expectation that anything I say is accurate. So here's what I do know about how to tell if a horse is neurologic. There's some testing that you can do. Number one is you pull directly sideways on their tail, and if they step badly, like if they almost fall over before they catch themselves, then that's a sign of neurologic. And then also when they walk away from you towards you, there's some ways to tell. But yeah, that's how you tell if a horse is neurologic is there's a tail pull test. Very interesting. I've seen it done a lot of times. Couldn't really describe how to do it. Wouldn't even know what I was watching if I was pulling on the horse's tail. And I'd probably feel bad for pulling on the horse's tail. And they're just taking lots and lots of x-rays of this sweet boy. So let's bounce over here. I'm actually going to pop you guys off of the tripod here real quick. And see what's happening outside. We've got a lot of people hanging out here. Yes, I do keep flapping my leg. Oh, you're not talking about me. Okay. Awesome. Oh, hello, White Wall. So yeah, so Dr. Lydia's down there. Trying to see, there's a horse or two she's concerned about for the night. So she's going to get those taken care of. All the organizations are watching. So pretty awesome. The x-rays are still going on in here. It's quite a bit nicer in here than out there. And I think the internet's slightly better in here than out there. Maybe, maybe not. Get my charger back on. I think this little phone has done absolutely amazing. Man went on autopilot for a second. Let's see what else. Comments y'all got. Aaron is not an easy place to be. If I recall, it's realistically run by 6 big families. The Paynes being one of them. If I recall, no hate to it, just very tight knit, and they let lots slide. It's dangerous. Interesting. All right. I think this as long as he is streamed. So it's definitely the longest I've live streamed straight. But I know one time Justin counted to 10,000 to save a horse, I think. Like he did a live stream. I wish he was here, I'd ask him. If I remember right, he counted literally from 1 to like 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, we use the windows for looking outside. I did that earlier. And I don't remember, I think it took him like 6 hours. Oh. Did anyone remember how long it took or how far he got? Like, it was something else. And by the time he was done, he was kind of like, 9,974. Like, he could barely talk at the end. And I'm probably not going to be the most talkative person this evening. I might, like, I don't know, curl up with some hot soup and watch TV or something. But, yeah, no, I love hanging out with you guys. I got to work once and didn't remember how I got there. That was scary. So this is why everybody needs to drive a self-driving car. You remember back in the old days, I don't know about you guys, I remember when I was a kid, my parents would put me in the back of the car, and we would drive somewhere and I could run around. I'd literally like play baseball in the back of the car. I mean, these were big Suburbans and stuff, right? And I stretch out, run around, sleep, nap, do what you want because seatbelts weren't the law. And then they started making seatbelt laws. And why did they make seatbelt laws? Because it's safer, all right? Then after seatbelts, they decided, let's have soft things explode in your face if you crash. So they came up with airbags. And then it got worse and worse, right? And then every car is federally mandated to have a backup camera. I love my backup cameras. I like 360 cameras all around my car where I can see every square inch of the ground around my car when I back up because it's so much safer. But guess what is actually safer? Letting your computer drive for you. 99.99% of the time, it is safer to let a computer drive for you. So, pretty soon, we're all gonna have self-driving cars. And then, think of the advantage of this. We don't have to sleep at night We just get a job far enough away from our home. We sleep on the way there.
He said hi.
The horse says hi. Hi, horsey. Oh, look at his lip. He wants to eat the Coggins papers. Are you happy? He says yes. Are you sad? He says no.
Can you find yourself? Which one of these matches?
Point at the Coggins.
Which one's yours?
Yeah, that's what I thought. None of them are yours. What a sweet boy. So anyway, I think self-driving cars are coming out. I actually drive one. Very sad news. Our car had a boo-boo. A deer, while we were going about 25 miles an hour, jumped off the side of the road into the side of our precious car. And it's actually at the shop getting fixed. And that's a sad day. I don't like that for both the deer and the car, but especially the deer. Yeah, he's oh, hey, there's a horse. He is quite thin, and I hope that he's gonna do okay. And anyway, so the deer, I don't have a carrot to give. Anyone got a carrot? Ellie, you got a treat? Everybody wants him to have a treat.
He's had treats. He's had a lot of treats.
He's had a lot of treats.
Too many.
Yeah, because he invaded my personal space. See, if I get within 5 feet of a horse, I'm supposed to be wearing the protection. I'm not within 5 feet of the horse was within 5 feet of me. All right, here's the treat bag.
There. He gets a treat for every donation. Oh, you're cute. Yeah, you get treats right away.
Sweet boy. That's all you need.
Anything wrong with him? We doing good?
That's how we're saying.
Nice. Nice, he's passing, flying colors.
Come on, big dog. Come on.
Well, there he goes. He's gonna be getting his microchips, vaccines, everything. So if you think about it in the old days, right? You're a cowboy, or a cowboyess. You go to the bar, you get drunk, you get on your horse, you just drop the reins and it rides you home. You get off, you put your horse away, you go to bed. We need to get back to that with cars. Imagine how much safer it would be. You put your kids in your car, you punch on your phone app, you say school, and the car drives the kids to school in a fully enclosed, fully safe, climate-controlled vehicle. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, so the deer got knocked down to the ground, and we stopped, and we're like wondering how it's going to be, and Tawny's petting the deer, and doing her Tawny magic to the deer, and then jumps up and knocks her over and runs away. She didn't hit the ground, thankfully, but it knocked her pretty hard. And she's like, if I didn't know animals, I would have been on the ground. So the deer's okay, the car's not, but the car will be okay, and cars are much more repairable than deer. Oh, that wasn't a horse. That was just the sweep opening up. It's a noisy little critter. And we are at the end of the day, basically, folks. So I don't know how long. You're welcome to hang out with me till I push the end button. Assuming the end button works. What if the end button didn't work?
Did you just hit the end button? And
Well, okay, so I pushed this button right here, right? It's supposed to turn on the other cameras. It's broken now.
Oh.
I've been streaming too long.
Oh.
So what if I push end and it's like, no, keep talking.
Then I guess people just get to see what else. We're about to take a halter off a horse and it might have maggots under the halter.
Is it outside?
Yeah, we're about to run it into the chute.
Oh, okay. So this one?
Yep.
All right, so this is the horse that stank really, really bad. Sorry, folks, got in your way there. And it's causing chaos. Woo. Yeah, no win for you. You stay on phone. Trigger warning, if you have a weak stomach, you have to click away. Well, you're lucky because you can't smell it now, can you? You can smell it. Well, actually I can't smell it because I can't smell it yet. You want to close that door there?
Bring it.
Yes, undo that chain right there.
Hey.
All the way to the ground.
Now push her.
This horse is a little spazzy. See? This is why y'all stay on here, because every once in a while something interesting happens. Now, this is clearly not a trained horse. So hopefully nothing too, hopefully this horse just behaves itself. Or I need somebody to open that door on the squeeze chute. I may have to go operate the squeeze chute. All right, let me go see what's going on over there. Not that they need my help, they need me to stay out of the way, but let me go see what's going on. But I'm not gonna get very close to this one because this one is a little bit sick and all that snotty stuff. Do we got a pair of good scissors?
It's just going to take a minute to peel out. So is it unhooked? It's unhooked. It's just going to take.
So it's actually embedded in his skin.
Sorry, Jason. Oh, that's a strong smell.
Put her head up.
If somebody wants to grab the paddle and gently encourage you to keep her head up, might not be worth it. Just watch your arm on that pin right there. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Oh, good Lord. Oh.
It's not good, it's embedded, huh?
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Cody, don't yank it.
There you go. There you go. That was very brave, Mama.
All right, let's go see. Let's go see what we're seeing here. So this was embedded in the horse. Good night.
Oh, the licking and chewing. She's like, yes. It's awful.
Yeah, let me get over to Jason.
If only we had the smell of hash browns.
Yeah, if only there was a smell-o-vision.
She's rain rot.
Hi, honey.
It was embedded.
Oh, bad embedded.
My goodness. On that side too, or just this side?
No, this side. This side's bad.
It was on this side as well.
Yes, ma'am. And she's got rain rot.
So this is what happens if you put a halter on your horse when it's young and you just leave it there. And Dr. Lydia is going to work on her. But yeah, no. I don't know what y'all saw. Sorry, I couldn't see the screen when I was showing you the injury, but yeah, that's rough. It's a fair bit of nasties. I'm not sure how much skin came off. It's a rough situation when a horse isn't touchable.
Perfect. I will get this horse and I can watch her cookie. Take it back out and we'll do tomorrow. Do you see how bad the ear is? Did you already pull? No, I haven't looked at this horse at all. Yeah, no problem. We can get it here. I would just give some payments. Yeah.
I have saved halters from when we were rescued that was embedded in some of the ponies that came here. Yeah. so bad. Lots of excitement right now. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it hurts. I heard Dr. Lydia saying get this horse some pain medicine, and that'll be good for the horse, definitely. No, we haven't aged this horse yet. Don't know anything about it other than it had a halter embedded in its head. Carrie doesn't think it seems old. Who knows for sure? Mm-hmm.
Good baby. Oh, look at you being a good baby.
So for once, Haley gets to trim the mane, and we're all happy because this poor horse needs all the hair trimmed around the wound, and if the horse grew into the halter, then yeah, it'd be a young horse probably. Well, y'all, I can't leave for 4.5 minutes because that'll be 180 minutes, which that's 3 hours. 3 hours. Yeah. 4.5. Oh, hold on. This is her? Mm-hmm. That's what she looks like.
And the smell is.
And the smell is unpleasant. It has an aroma to the smell. Perhaps as we would say, an odor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Icy, you've been on here the entire time. It's so awesome. Sherry's been on here, I think, the whole time. Paul has been on here all day. Cynthia's been on here a lot. Take it all, Haley. Release the bad mojo. People are telling you to trim her entire mane off.
Did you get a close-up of her ear?
Keith, you want to talk to people? People want to hear Keith talk to... How's it going?
Why would you want to hear me talk?
You're awful dirty. What's going on?
Let's see. Down at the education center, we put a sewer system in over there, septic lines and stuff, and all this rain and stuff made everything sink. So the sewer line bellied out and was full. So I had to dig it all up and put gravel down for another nice new base and lay new piping.
Are you done? It's working?
I just got the pump in and a piece of pipe hooked to it, and they said they needed me up here. So I haven't finished down there yet.
Did you know this toilet's also plugged?
I heard that this toilet over here in this building is clogged up too.
I believe that when they fell through the septic, they didn't fix it right.
So I'm going to have to dig this one up next. And hopefully it's on the outside of the shed area.
If it's under the concrete, we're just out of luck.
If it's under the concrete, that means either jackhammering the new concrete up in a section.
No.
Or tunneling under the concrete.
No. Move the toilet to the outside of the concrete.
Or we move the toilet outside and put a little shed out there with a toilet. I think that would be the easiest thing.
That would be the easiest. But we're going to go with the pipe is fine under the concrete.
Right. I'm going to go with it's fine under the concrete is on the outside of the concrete where they had a big four-wheel drive law, which is
man lift thing.
Man lift. And they buried it out there right on top of the septic lines. They did fix the septic lines, but it was so rainy and wet that they were working in nothing but mud.
And the other thing I've explained to people is they're roofers.
Yeah.
They're not plumbers.
They're roofers, not plumbers. So, and I'm just a jack of all trades, and I should have never told anyone.
It's dangerous when people find out you can do things.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous. Alrighty.
It's fine. So, hopefully you've enjoyed today's process today. I mean, I missed most of it.
I know you can't see that number. It says 179 minutes and 32 seconds.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's after lunch.
That was after lunch?
Yeah.
What these guys have been on?
Yeah.
Some dedicated people.
So, yeah, and I've been talking to them. It's almost 400 people the whole time.
So did you notice that some of your insulation in here
What about it?
is pulling off?
No, I didn't notice. What's happening to it?
Let's see, there's a spot back there.
On metal or wood?
It's way down there in the corner above that door. If you go down there, it's coming off the roof. So
Well, I'm going to have to get the plumber, the insulator guys to come
and
back out
then
and fix
over
it.
here against the wall on the ground, it's up off the ground, and you can see the metal and wood underneath it by the floor.
I'll just have to get the insulator guys back out here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's warranted. It's brand new.
Have you tried pressing another button to see if any of the other
Yeah,
buttons?
like if I mute. But see, now I'm not muted. So it's literally just the flippy button. It happens. I mean, I can look at the rest of it. I could auto and retouch. I can turn it off. So who knows? Even the teenagers can't fix it. So
Then we're trying
to flip to the
Yeah, if
different
he
camera.
tries to, like, you know where mom is?
Yeah.
Normally, the camera would be able to see her if he hit that button.
So it's not flipping.
Yeah.
Carrie, halter horse.
Yeah.
What about it?
This mare's being absolutely amazing now that this halter's been pulled off. She was acting almost halfway not halter broken, not wanting anybody to get near her because that hurt just so damn much. And now that she's got it pulled off in the chute, she's not sedated or anything. She's just letting Haley go right after it with the clippers, getting everything all cleaned up, getting a good look at it. Now Doc's headed over to get a good look at it.
Healthy granulation tissue, she says.
Oh yeah, no, it ought to heal up really nice. It really should.
Nice.
It looks good.
So let's go check it out.
Do we have FBIs? Because I don't want to contaminate it. I need to do a full exam and get a diagnostic swab. If I put a bunch of stuff on tonight, I can't accurately assess what it looks like. It's also not going to make any difference in a contaminated wound. 10 hours of an antimicrobial when we haven't really assessed it isn't going to make any difference. So,
Well, thank you for getting us here.
yeah.
Yep, she's doing good. Much, much better with that off. And so I'm hoping y'all have enjoyed this. Do you guys remember when we did the pregnant mare baby cam? And there was about 200 to 250 people watching 24 hours a day whenever we could keep that cam up. That was pretty boring, but y'all loved it. And hopefully I'm a little more entertaining than that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I feel like we're finishing up. Everybody has crowded back in here. I'm pretty sure Dr. Lydia is about done. So the shoe horse, yes. I'm not getting off here until the shoe horse is out of the chute because we ain't leaving that shoe horse in the chute. There's no way. It's still in there. It's still relaxing. And we're not leaving until that horse gets out of the chute. I don't know what we're going to do with the horse in the chute, but we're not leaving the horse in the chute. We ain't never leave a horse in the chute overnight. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa, for your $50 donation. That is, I'm going to hit like. I didn't know I could hit like on there. Maybe I can hit like on there. There we go. Oh, 6 likes already. Look at that. Thank you so much. So Lori, did you get a Memorial Day off or anything, or is it just today's a random day off?
All right,
Where's Tanya?
everyone, we are wrapping up
Well,
for
I
the day.
told them, unless there's a reason, I told them I can't leave till the horse is out of the chute.
We're we're still going to be evaluating the horse, but like we're wrapping up for the night. We're going to be putting horses back into the pens, and it's just been a really amazing day. We've been able to do a lot of mentoring. We still have the horse with the ear, but we are wrapping up, so it's just going to get really. But that's yeah, it's just really loud. But anyways, we just really appreciate everyone watching, and hi. Let me say hi. We're going to be doing more tomorrow.
Really quick reminder, please fully rinse your shoes off. That pump sprayer that's rescued.
Dr. Lydia is asking everyone to spray their feet down. So yeah, well, thanks for watching. Please donate, and in the episode, you'll probably see what happens tomorrow in it. So, all right.
Alrighty, guys, I'm out. Thank you, guys. 185 minutes of live, 0 dad jokes.
Wow, good job.
I think.
All right.
But yeah, y'all take care. Have a great evening.
Thank
and yes,
you.
the horse is getting out of the chute,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I've got
yep.
some other stuff to do.
Yep. All right. Bye.